Scott's shaking his head.
That's fantastic.
Oh boy, he's showing off tonight, huh?
He's ready.
We're just
Feeling good?
preheating the oven.
You
Yeah,
got, you got the blue shirt on, man. I thought
do.
this would be a red shirt night.
This is him just preheating up.
Just
Oh, make it red, you know?
Yeah.
Put the pizza rolls in the oven yet.
Thank you, David.
Close.
Really close. Real.
45 seconds.
Really, thank you, Pickle. Yeah. The Now Show did a show tonight, if you want to call it that.
45, 42.
They had some wrestlers
40.
over and put a webcam on them.
29.
29 of them.
29.
It's a lot of wrestlers. 24, make up your mind.
15. 4.
That's how the viewership went. Yeah.
It's true.
That's pretty
Fuck
awesome.
you, dude.
I got to see wrestlers, I got to see crazy, and I got to see a fucking train set. It was awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
That's it.
That train set. You didn't like the train set, did you?
Oh, I think it's fantastic.
Laugh sounded
Right.
like Hong Kong Phooey, didn't it?
Time, weather, and
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
And you be listening to Walton and Johnson.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Not Real Radio 41 tonight. Popcorn, Piss and Vinegar. The PPV guys are in the Not Real studio. JB, Scott, and the Elder, or the Immortal one, or Chris Tarride. Take your pick. Must be the Chris. If your name's Chris, you're going to need 4 other
My
names.
name's Chris.
Priscilla.
I am Zartome. Allie's over there in the chat room.
Yeah.
Mayday is here, and he's excited. He's already showing off a little bit. Do break music by Magik Saturn, and we'll also review their show tonight that we went to at Twist of Lime. Dude, but first, Doctor Strange. We went to it with the Elder.
We would like to welcome you to Popcorn, Piss and Vinegar, giving you a raw take on movies, TV, and pop culture. My name's Chris.
You did that without the cue card. That was good. I'm Scott.
Yeah, that's it.
This is JB4.
Becoming professional now.
What's up?
So look, on tonight's show on Not Real Radio, you know, we're guesting here with Zara, Ali, and Mayday, and we're going to talk here about Doctor Strange.
The car alarm and the shake. That was great.
So
He remodeled it.
the Czar, Ali, Mayday, myself, we went to the unnecessary 3D showing of
went to that.
Doctor Strange.
I went to an unnecessarily 3D showing as well.
You too.
Yep.
Yeah, but we didn't even. It was the real D3D, and it
Oh,
sucks.
no. I went to
Yeah, real D's
IMAX.
nuts.
Fucking why
Oh,
you
that
hated
might have
it.
been good.
1
though.
point already.
You didn't like it?
I saw it on IMAX.
You did.
IMAX 3D,
3D?
and I liked it a
All
lot.
right.
Man,
Is
I wish we
IMAX
would've
3D better
Terrible.
Yeah.
than
I
real
think
3D?
so.
It's way better.
Chris is shaking his head no.
Here you go, Mayday.
It's 3D.
Terrible.
Tell him,
He's
the
shaking
story.
his head.
Tell him the story. How long did it take me to get pissed off that the thing was in 3D? How long did it
45 seconds.
take? Exactly, 45 seconds.
You were
I was
more
pissed
mad.
immediately too.
You were more mad about the air conditioning there first.
Dude, it was as hot in that fucking theater as it's as hot in here.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
at the top of Machu Picchu,
Dude,
like it
it's
should be
70.
cold up there. They should have snow. We hiked to the top of the theater.
Exactly.
You'd think the old man would want to sit closer to the bottom, right?
No, he always.
No.
Yeah, no, he always thinks so.
Got to get my exercise, man.
The first thing I thought was good thing Harry wasn't here because he would have been mad.
Harry.
Hiked all the way to the top of Machu. Harry's sweating and sober by the time he gets to the top.
So the first thing that happens, we go into the theater and it's hot as a motherfucker. So I go down there, I tell them to turn on the AC.
Hey, we're gonna need this turned on.
Come back. I asked. I said, "Hey, look, it's really hot in that theater." And the lady said, "How hot is it?" I said, "It's blazing in there."
Too hot in here.
That's
Too
it.
hot.
So I go upstairs and 360's with us, and Super Fun Guillory Super Fun Show is with us.
Right.
So I put on my glasses and they start showing the trailers, and you know how like through a windshield you get like that kind of like the beam from the sun, you know, when
Yes.
you see that kind of like little lens there.
Right.
So I have that on my glasses, and
Me
I'm
too.
thinking,
Oh,
well, this
really?
must be something with the theater. So I take the glasses off and I put them in my T-shirt and I start wiping them off. Now the whole fucking 3D glasses smudged.
Oh, you greasy
And
motherfucker.
that's when I said,
3D smudge.
fuck 3D, and threw the glasses, and I asked
You
Ashley
did.
to give me another pair of glasses.
Yeah,
True,
and then
I
it
heard
still
that.
looked like
Yeah.
that, didn't it? Mine looked like
No,
shit too.
the second ones were fine, but the
Wow.
first one was fucked up. I threw them. I threw them.
Wait, so Allie, when you went to take one of your pees, why didn't you get new glasses?
It wasn't the glasses. That's just how fucking stupid it looks, real D. I remember it happening before, and I fucking realized it once it was like, oh, fuck, this is really happening.
The dude doesn't give us the glasses at the front, and I don't know to ask for them. I think maybe one time they handed them
right
out
by
as you
the
walked in
door.
the theater or
Right.
something.
Wow.
Right.
So
Well, he's
we
like,
get
"Well-"
in there, we're sitting there, and I'm like, shit, we got to go get fucking glasses. So we have to leave and hike back down the mountain, which is better than going up. But we had to go get our own glasses because nobody gave them to us.
Well, fucking, he's like Black Mirror season 3, episode 1. This motherfucker's busy rating everything, and not handing out the glasses.
Getting them.
It was cool to pay for it with my phone, just to let them scan that thing. That was kinda pretty neat. It feels
did
like
that
I'm living
too.
in Black Mirror more and more.
If you're going to do 3D and it contributes to the experience for you, then you got to go IMAX.
I
Real
agree.
3D
I don't.
fucking blows. It explodes.
I saw it.
blows.
We get it. You just hate everything.
I
that
saw it
isn't
in
old school.
3D, IMAX 3D, and the sound was incredible.
Shut
but
the
I
fuck
didn't,
up.
You don't know, but I didn't need to see it with 3D. I didn't need the
Yeah, I don't
things
think I
coming out
needed to
at me.
see it. I don't think it really
And just
made it
just
any
to
different.
go to Chris's experience with like the light shining on or whatever like that. You know, like when you're looking into the 3D glasses, you can kind of see the reflection. Well, Yes.
Oh,
I could see the reflection of the lights from behind me
This is
inside
IMAX?
my
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sucks.
This is
One
the
of-
IMAX
I think
one?
my
Yeah, they're all
main
the
complaint
same.
about it was it puts like a tint on everything, a
makes it
darker
dark.
tint.
Yeah.
Way
Dark.
dark.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the colors in this movie. I'm like, man, it was black backgrounds, very dark, and
white.
then it seemed like it would have been really bright. See how you just blow right over the clips? Just keep on going. Believe me, if not, we're getting nowhere. So the colors were very vivid and like bright blues and fluorescent greens and shit, and you couldn't. They weren't popping because of the fucking
real 3D.
tint on my glass.
It was the IMAX 3D too.
No,
Really?
The
not,
same way?
not
Yes.
as much. Not
All
as
right, so
much.
though I don't think this movie would have been hurt by not watching it in 3D.
No, it
Neither
I
do
think
I.
it's going to look great on a television,
Yep.
or if you're one of those freaks that lay in bed and watch it on your phone, I think it's going to look good with the backlight. Like, this is a beautiful movie.
I wanted to see it, and I will go see it again in that new Dolby theater they have in Elmwood. That thing is fucking amazing.
Really, I don't watch
it open?
things twice, though.
Yeah, I want to go see it again.
I might see that again.
it's
You're not going to
open.
watch that again?
Not in the movies.
Why?
I'll watch it on the small
But
screen.
we fucked ourselves
will.
by going to see it in the real deal. I want to
No,
see
you
what it really
fucked
looks
yourself.
like.
I didn't fuck
I didn't know it was going to be like that. I forgot until we were already in there and you're looking at everything. It looks dark as fuck and it looks blurry and you're like,
Oh,
what's
good.
happening
Go with
here?
the elder. You get a spirit
Well,
badge.
I am. Good.
Carrying him up to
Thank
the
you.
top. Put him on
Bye.
your back. Ali Wong.
I don't even need to laugh. I got this motherfucker doing it for me. Better watch out there, Blackie barks a lot. They on the hunt for you.
Blackie barks a lot. He barks all day and he barks all night. He's Blackie.
Box a lot.
Hey, kick Blackie, Mayday. You want to bark again? That fucking dog was barking again tonight. There you go. Fucking bark anymore. Take that, you little bastard. Huh? And we ain't beating you because you're black. We beat all dogs. All right, that was a little early for that. Usually I wait till the second hour. Back to Doctor Strange before I say anything else that decreases our listenership. It's pretty good. Getting them down. I'm shooting for one a week. Me. I want me to be the only person that listens to this goddamn show. Not real
You
viewership.
pretty much are.
All right. So anyway, I think it was a beautiful movie. I thought it looked great. I was surprised because we watched a movie that the director did. What's his name? Scott Derrickson.
Yeah.
I watched one of his movies. I forget
Sinister?
the name. Yes. And I was like, I don't know if this dude can handle doing Doctor Strange.
Right.
Like, holy crap, this dude, you can tell Sinister was done on a low budget. And it was ingenious of what he did, but it reminded me of kind of when Nolan got Batman. If you watch Nolan movies, you're like, all right, this dude can make a good movie with nothing, but man, having that much budget and people working under you seen a fucking,
Oh, the list
Credits,
of credits
like,
was a
holy
mile
crap,
long. It was
there's-
half the movie.
there's 3 companies that work on it. It's not just
Right.
individuals. So, but I thought he did a good job. I don't know how much they even do when you go to work at a movie that large.
Well, I actually read an article that Derrickson, in order to get the gig, wrote and shot one of the fight sequences. I don't know which
The
one.
end one? No.
I'm not sure which one, but I know that he auditioned for the part, which seldom happens with directors. Usually they pick them, but in this case, he said, I want this fucking gig. And
Really?
he was a big Doctor Strange fan growing up. So
Alright.
he really wanted it. And they were like, okay. So he ended up, he paid to have that done. They didn't give him money. He paid to do it. And then he got the money back.
Oh,
and they
that's
used
pretty
it
cool.
in the movie.
That's neat. That's a cool way to get
Yeah.
the job, like to prove yourself.
Goddamn right. So
that
I mean,
opening fight scene was fucking awesome.
all
dude.
of the fucking fight
It
scenes
was-
were
yeah.
awesome.
I'm with
fucking
you.
awesome.
All of
When
them.
he had said, I had read an article that he said, we're doing the action stuff in this movie is going to be like no other action movie. Like they're doing something different. And I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, it's, yeah, sure. But the end scene, that end fight scene, when everything is in reverse.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
they're
that
fighting
was-
forward.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
This
Like they
reminded
went
me when I was-
into. That was
Oh,
incredible.
it reminded me when I seen The Matrix. I'm
Yeah.
like,
It
I'm
was-
watching
yes.
something I've never seen before. This gave me glimmers of that. The fact that you went from, I watched a video recently of them bagging on The Matrix's special effects, especially like the multiple Smiths,
Right,
and they tried
right.
to go too far, you know?
They did.
This movie goes way further than that and pulls it off, and I'm like, God
Yeah.
damn, we're that far in technology where it's amazing looking.
Except one thing, and
Uh-oh.
I find this throughout Marvel movies, is they get the villain wrong. Like that whole everything in that movie was so well done, except the actual main villain that looked like, you know, the Tron, the bad guy from Tron.
With the eyes,
Yeah,
Oh.
like the MCP cone.
it looked way better on the big screen than it did in the trailers.
Dormammu
Like when
or
you can
whatever?
actually see the weird detail in it.
That was
looked cool.
Cumberpatch, by the way.
What's that?
They face captured.
Oh, that.
he did.
Okay,
that
that's what
character.
you're talking about. I thought you meant to do with the purple eyes.
Wait,
No,
who
no.
is that?
I mean the actual big space guy.
Yeah,
and
it got
and
goofy.
That was kind of
Oh, yeah,
ridiculous, but
yeah.
that was Cumberbatch.
You know
They-
what it is though?
they did
When you
full
try to
character.
see something that it's so unimaginable to see, it looks fake to us. But I
didn't-
guarantee you, if you actually went through
Yeah.
that and that was a real
Yeah.
thing, it would look just as unbelievable to you.
They could have made it a person or somebody in makeup or something like that. It
Yeah.
just, you know,
it
like
was better
even-
than Green Lantern shit.
yeah,
was.
you know, but it wasn't better than like say the Joker or you
Right,
know,
because it
something-
wasn't tangible.
Like, yeah, it just
Yeah,
looked
those
like
are
a
harder.
giant thing.
Yeah,
Well,
but you
on-
weren't on
yeah.
acid.
Well, on that point,
Look real on acid. You're like, oh shit, look at this thing.
to wrap up that stuff with the fight scenes, though, when I was watching those things, it's like it reminded me, especially the Matrix. I was like, man, it's like if Ang Lee took like his approach toward Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and said, "I'm gonna like make a Matrix style fight scene." It was so fluid and so fucking unbelievable. I mean, Tilda Swinton, the nameless one,
Incredible.
She pulls out the war fans, and I mean all the Eastern style, you know, martial arts katas and shit, and people running on the side of Bill's like this MC Escher type, you know,
it's
environment.
incredible.
That's God, it's
Mixed it with
unbelievable.
the Eastern influence was so fun for me to watch because I don't think we get that a whole lot, you know, anymore. You know, went through the little phase in the 70s with the Kung Fu movies and shit, but this really introduced a lot of Eastern philosophy and
Oh, yeah.
visuals and just style, and I thought that was really cool.
It really was the perfect fusion of the Matrix and Harry Potter.
Yes.
Like the cape in
Perfect.
particular. Like
Yeah.
you know the whole
cape was
like,
awesome.
The cape was the
yeah,
shit.
I think
Well, the
that
whole
was one of
notion
Allie's
of-
favorite part.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
whole
love
notion
that
of a
shit.
mystical thing picking you instead of you picking it, that was straight out of the pages of Harry Potter. And
Don't
It's-
ruin this for me, JB.
well, no,
All right,
no.
I'm
What,
sorry,
what
go ahead.
pisses me off about
Yeah,
people
yeah.
going, it's Formula Marvel.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Is well, it's just it to me, like. All right, here we go.
What is
throwing
it,
down.
JB? Tell us what it is.
A lot of people I hear complaining about it
Scott,
are
let's
also,
just get that out the way.
Yeah, all
Scott.
right, yeah.
No, not me. Not me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Sorry.
but I've heard a lot of people complain about it. It's just like, you know, if someone goes to wrestling and goes, it's fucking formula. It's like, yeah, 2 or 4 dudes are wrestling in a ring, but you're not there for the story structure necessarily. You're there to see how they pull off the details. And you cannot say that the details...
Hey, shut the fuck up. JB's talking. God
Yeah,
damn
you
it.
can't say the details of Doctor Strange or anything less than fucking exceptional.
I'm sorry, JB.
No worries.
What?
Hello.
What? What are you fucking calling for? It's so goddamn important. JB's in the middle of breaking something. He's a very educated man. He knows about this stuff. He's a fucking professional, but you're going to call up here and you got something more important to say.
No, not really, but
Oh, what's up, Devin? Is
I knew.
that Devin?
As soon as I heard it, I'm like, here comes Devin.
Yeah. Is that you, Devin?
I went and saw the movie yesterday.
You have to be 21 to call the show. I'm
All
sorry.
right, Devin, I don't care about what you
okay.
thought about Doctor Strange. I want to know what you thought about the 3rd episode of Black Mirror.
I don't watch shitty shows.
Oh, watch that.
What?
Now
Oh, we
you're
gotta
just
hang
being-
up on
now
this.
you're just
Hang up
being
on Devin.
stupid.
Hey,
Come on.
watch the 3rd one and then call us back. All right.
Hold on. I have one thing that bothered me about 2 things. That
Oh,
bothered
it's
me
2
about
now?
the
We
movie.
don't have time
Whoa,
to see
whoa,
that.
whoa.
Thanks for calling, caller.
Pick one. Jesus, you hung up? I want to hear one.
You really hung up on him?
Oh, well.
God damn, that's mean. This poor kid had
Hey,
something
we got
to
a lot
say.
to get to,
Time
all
out.
right?
For one, Devin said that Black Mirror was a shit show,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter what the fuck
Right,
he says
thank
after
you.
that.
Because his opinion is
Thank
literally
you.
invalid.
Yeah, invalid. So, Devin, if you watch the 3rd episode of season 3 of Black Mirror, I really do want you to call back and
Watch
share
it right
the
now.
experience.
Watch it right
Well,
now.
what did you guys think of just the whole like psychedelic sequence
That was
where
amazing.
she hits his 3rd eye and all of a sudden?
Oh,
the
dude,
fucking
yeah.
Remember
hand's
when,
coming out
when
of
I
his
was
Right,
hand?
studying
dude.
like
Fucking
comic
right.
books and going back and kind of researching them?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. I had one Doctor Strange book, and I always like the real detailed backgrounds and psychedelic artwork in it. That dude
Right.
Steve Ditko did like a great job of capturing that's late '60s feel, and to see it on the big screen, man, a lot of it meshed up well too. A lot of his ideas and his design they brought to life, and I thought it looked great. It's like holy shit, you're seeing the next evolution of that artwork, of that
Right,
style.
because you can see with you want to talk?
No. Go ahead, John.
Right, sorry.
No.
I saw him move and I thought he rolled his eyes. And I
No,
was
no,
like,
Hey, I'm just happy he moves. I like
I'm
to see
getting
him
ready.
move
I'm
every
getting
once
ready.
in a while.
I wanted to add something, but go ahead,
Okay.
dude.
Well, like you watch Transformers and it's just nothing but 3D CGI fights.
And blurry.
You get bored. You know, I
Yeah.
just get exhausted and it's sort of the same thing over ad nauseum. Whereas, I mean, there was way more special effects going on in just about every fight scene in Doctor Strange, and yet I was engaged and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
look at the shit that he's, I mean,
The fucking shit they did with the magical
The cities
spells,
and-
with the sacred geometry and symbolism put into them,
Right.
and how cool it looked. Like that's something that's very easy to fuck up.
It was
and
it was
moved-
geomancy is what it was. I
Yeah.
mean, it like showed all
I don't
that
know
like
what the hell that is.
It's the mathematical things of magic where it's
it's
symmetry
got
and
the
yeah.
25-cent words now.
and things like that. Exactly. No,
Whoa.
50 cents,
Ew.
motherfucker.
fucking
Fucking
necromancer over here.
No, but
45.
what I thought was cool in talking about the magic, this is the first Marvel movie out of all the things. Well, I'll be the first to say, yeah, they're kind of predictable and they follow a certain format and things like that. But first time I've sat there watching a Marvel movie where they had all the magical artifacts and the whole thing it picks you. They go into the Wizard Hive, the Chantry in New York or London or wherever it was, and they have this huge like storehouse of all these magical artifacts. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, can you just imagine like the backstory that they probably come up with some of that shit? Because guys like that, man, they get detailed like that, like Kevin
Right, a
Feige.
lot of them. That's their hobby is to study that.
And
you know?
it's not only the hobby of that, but the thing with it is that they have they plant these Easter eggs, the things that have appeared in the comics. Like, I mean, the Infinity
Right.
Gauntlet, which we're going to get in upcoming movies, is in the first Thor movie as an Easter egg. So, I mean, it makes you wonder, like all those little magical artifacts in the background. I'm like, man, fuck. I wonder what kind of backstory they wrote for that kind of shit. Stuff
Yeah.
you'll never know, but it's there for flavor of building that universe.
Yeah,
Really cool shit.
Yeah.
It was
Thinking
awesome.
about this Marvel formula, I kind of gave it a little thought, especially from listening to y'all kind of talk about it on PPV Guys. There is a formula, but it seems like the origin story focuses on the enemy is themselves. They are what they have
Right.
to overcome to become the hero. Now, the second movie, without a bad guy and character development of that bad guy to show contrast, that's important. And that's when I think Marvel blows it a lot of times.
Case in point, Iron Man 2.
Correct. Right. But
Yep.
this one, where it's to me, the movie and the bad guy was him. He had to overcome, material life and who he was to transcend to become Sorcerer Supreme now. Like, he had to give up a big, large part of himself to replace it with something else,
Well, what else is cool too is another thing that you see for the first time in a Marvel movie where
These
we have
nuts?
these nuts, where
2 to 1.
we have a disposable villain. You have a guy who was an ally in Mordo that was played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, and that guy. I mean, hell, you see him as kind of start as an ally, and then he becomes an ideological enemy.
Yeah, I remember
of
me
the
saying,
entire
I hate
Wizard.
that guy. I'm like, he sucked. And
that
Brian
dude's
Guillory,
unbelievable, man.
was like, you're supposed to hate him. He's a bad guy. I'm like, oh, shit. Right. All right.
Mordo, man, and that actor is awesome, dude.
He's
I mean,
incredible.
He's going to be
Why do y'all say this? What did he do?
There's a movie called Red Belt that you got to see.
right.
It's fucking stellar.
All right.
He's great in it.
He also played a character in a movie called Serenity, which is the closing off of the Firefly television series. And he plays this character that's simply known as the Agent. And he's this cold, calculating son of a bitch. I mean,
All right, I gotta
beautifully written. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, because I think his job in this movie is to stay out the way. You don't want him to be that powerful of a character, maybe.
No, I think it's cool. He's an ally and he's a good friend to Stephen Strange, and he kind of serves as a mentor in a way, but then becomes an equal to him, but then stands back and looks at all these things going on. And he's like, all of you people are fucking around with the ideology of what magic is, quote unquote, supposed to be.
Yeah.
So now he's going to become this ideological warrior that follows his own path.
I tell you when I got
Really
really
cool.
excited with this movie, it kept jumping up a notch. One huge notch was, I want Allie to kind of talk about this one too, Allie. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Thank you.
Wong. That's
Right?
the dude who played in Marco
Wong.
Polo.
He
and
was
he plays
Kublai Khan, the
Kublai
Khan
Khan.
of the show, yeah.
What you thought of him, Allie?
I think he's way better than fucking Marco Polo. He was incredible. I think it doesn't show his full potential. Like, he fucking played the fuck out of the Khan. You know what I'm saying? And he was a ruthless fucking son of a bitch. And, like, so watching this, like, he's kind of seemed like an endearing kind of, like,
Yeah, he was
goofy-
comic relief.
Yeah, he was.
I thought he did a great job,
He was
though.
cute, though. He did good. I like him when he's, like, rough and, like, fucking people up.
Was he in Black Mirror too? The last episode?
And we didn't see the last one yet. We don't binge
Oh, he
watch.
might have been.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
he was
think
in,
he was.
He was
He's
in
the-
something else, though,
I think he
too.
was, Scott.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of work, which I'm
call.
happy to see.
Well, speaking of the humor, I
his
was
real
very
name's
impressed
Wong.
with how they
Really
worked
good.
humor into it.
I agree fully.
You know, it
The
didn't
comic
feel
relief was
forced or
great.
anything.
No,
It was fun.
it may be my favorite Marvel movie.
Really?
Me too.
Yeah.
Wait, time out. We're putting it up with Guardians of the Galaxy. You liked
Yes.
it better?
Yeah, yeah.
Really? You
I
liked
did,
it better?
yes.
Ah.
I thought it
Alright.
looked really. I mean, granted, I had the 3D thing going on, but even with that, it looked awesome. I think the story, I didn't find that formulaic thing happen. Like, it wasn't really formulated to, I get what's coming up next. I mean, yeah, he's a regular guy and he turns out to be this guy, but it sort of followed like the way the Matrix did, in the sense that he's nobody and now he's this guy, and then
How do you
does he
deal with that?
become right after that?
Yeah.
Um,
Like, he looks so fucking cool, too. Like,
Yeah.
when you look at the comic book, it was one of
Yeah.
those characters, very distinct, and it could have easily looked dumb, or they could have just abandoned it so far
mean,
it didn't even look like the comic book, and it looked like it should look in the movie. They didn't stray away from it.
Well, I mean, how about that casting, man? Benedict Cumberbatch
that's
it.
as,
He's
as Stephen
he
Strange.
can
I
do
mean,
no
dude,
wrong. He's
everybody
everything.
in top to bottom, that movie, Marvel, I will give them that.
Yeah.
Give it up.
They know how to cast those
Casted
fucking
the
roles,
fuck
man.
out
Yeah.
that
and let me say
shit.
this. We always talk about Downey Jr. Like, what happens when that guy decides to hang it up in the Marvel universe?
Now you got to
You got to replace him.
Yes,
with him.
Oh,
a
yeah.
strong one,
Possibly.
too.
Yeah,
A,
dude.
a real strong one. He is as witty. He's as much of a smartass and arrogant in the film, is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a huge name.
Well, he
That
did that
carry
in that Sherlock show. He
Smooth
carries
as
that.
fuck.
I actually
Oh, yeah.
watched like a whole season, and there's a fucking Hobbit in it, which I refuse to watch anything those fucking Hobbits are in. I don't
Oh,
care
wow,
what they
okay.
play. I will not watch them. But he plays in this.
You know, Martin Freeman plays
hates the
plays
Hobbit.
Watson, and he
Great.
played Bilbo in the
Right.
Hobbit
Yeah,
series.
he
the
hates
movies,
dildo.
yeah.
Yeah, I won't watch that. But
Don't hold it against him.
I
It's just a
do.
gig.
I don't mind him, actually. I don't think he's bad.
But Cumberbatch fucking nailed Sherlock. Like
Yeah, he
that's
nails
the
everything
that's
he
the
does.
character he does. Very
Have you ever seen him do something that wasn't right?
no.
From that to the fucking dragon, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
the
one of his
dragon
most
was
amazing
incredible in
performances.
fucking Hobbit.
Which
See,
he
you did
plays
like
the bad
Hobbit.
guy too, which you said earlier. That's fucking incredible.
Yeah,
he does
dude,
the
he's
voice.
the only
He does the
person
voice
that-
and the face.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
voice
Sure.
is the only one wicked enough to do these fucking things.
Yeah, he's incredible.
And
He's
how
the
about the
best.
surgery scene?
Oh,
That was fucking incredible. That could have been a terrible failure. Like if I had seen that just
Which
written as a
scene?
paragraph, where he goes into the hospital and
He's astrally projecting.
astral projection fighting while
Yes.
she's trying to
Oh,
resuscitate.
Incredible.
so fucking cool.
Like if I'd read that, I would have been like, "Ooh, man, that seems almost too goofy." But
There's
it
so
worked.
much. Now I'm thinking about it, there was so much in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
It was like constant stimulation in different ways. When they go into the room of mirrors or whatever, when she hits him
Right.
through it looked like shattered glass almost, or
Right.
prisms. Oh god, it looked fucking amazing.
This movie, to me, I can't really rate it as being better than a Guardians of the Galaxy or a Civil War or even Winter Soldier.
What?
This is one of these movies to where it stands so much on its own, like Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's equally as good, just in different
right,
ways.
It's its own thing, but it's
Okay, I'll
so
take that.
exceptionally done. I mean, you have to count this movie as some of their best.
Yeah.
I mean,
There it
this is up
Absolutely.
there. I mean,
including
They
the,
nailed it.
including the sound production.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude!
we have got to go see this movie in Dolby, dude. I'm telling you,
well,
we'll
yeah,
fucking
or-
You
kill
already had your
3D.
chance and you didn't go see it. It's over.
I'm going.
IMAX was like
Oh, y'all
No,
going
IMAX
back
was
again? Y'all in love.
thunder. It was
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck this broad to you. Don't even remember her name. Oh man, they in love. I don't know if I like it that much.
Hey,
I
dude,
liked it.
considering the last superhero movie I saw was the
Suicide
Squad?
I wasn't even
Oh,
going to say
yeah.
the name.
Wow.
And that's the only time I'll bring it up tonight. But considering that's the last thing I saw, I mean, I don't know if that helped make this movie great or it's just the fact, like...
Right, maybe
I
this
think
movie ain't
back-
that good.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
no,
it's
it
good.
is.
It's written
and
really
I think
well,
back
too.
on Civil War, I think
I
it's-
enjoyed
Agreed.
it. I usually don't like these kind of movies, and I enjoyed this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been quiet. What'd you think? You're not a big superhero
I'm not a big
fan. or-
and I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, and I haven't seen Inception. So for me to see this was kind of
Oh
refreshing.
wow!
The fuck
The
you
whole
seen
thing.
it?
Yeah.
I did -1. Sorry about this, but -1 on the 3D, just because it just
3Ds, no.
It doesn't fit your head.
Sorry.
They don't have egg size.
And just two, it was just so dark that it just kind of
That's
cut it
my
off. So
that's my complaint.
After
I hate-
10 minutes,
hate it.
I pulled them off and just watched the
Yeah, he
the
fucking
movie
watched it
blurred.
without it. How can you? I would have fucking.
Dude,
Hey,
had a
you'd be
headache.
surprised how
Ken.
much is actually
That's-
in
I did the same
monoscopic.
thing.
Dude,
I did
Really?
the
You
same
took
Yeah.
them off?
Yeah, I did too.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
how do you do that?
Hey, so we go
No
up to get
wonder-
our glasses, and I tell the guy, "Hey, man, I need another pair." And he's like, "Oh, for a child?" I'm like, "No, for an orangutan."
And he sees me.
And he walks up. That poor guy, he didn't know what to do.
No, he didn't. Poor
He didn't
thing.
know whether to hard or hug.
Yeah.
Fight or flight, buddy.
All right, yeah, just don't ever go to 3D again, then, Scott.
I never
And
will
I know
go to
you won't.
3D.
Oh, you
I like
don't have to
regular
worry. I
3D.
won't do it again. Fuck it. That
I
was
know.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it's over.
Whatever.
I dug
It's
it.
done.
All right.
I dug it, and I do think that the 3D added to certainly the Inception fight scenes and
Yep.
Yeah, you're wrong.
and the reveal.
No, he's not wrong.
What
I gotta
reveal?
agree with him.
You know,
does that mean?
Well, the reveal of the whole other world when she hit him in the third eye and he had that whole
Oh,
trip.
yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know.
That was
I-
fucking
no.
I tell you what, I was
man.
not complaining right then, but that's something I think is going to look equally as cool because of the vivid colors that
Would
we
have
got
looked
robbed
better in
of.
IMAX.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it
I know it's a
does.
movie you guys don't like, but I thought was a cool acknowledgement is when he's going through his psychedelic journey from the first time that the nameless one tells him, well, this is what you're missing and what you don't understand. One of the scenes that he goes through is the microscopic realm that Ant-Man utilizes
Right.
to shrink.
I thought that.
So it was pretty fucking cool.
Was-
That connection was really cool.
Well, at the end when he saw the MCP villain that Scott thought was retarded, that looked like the same world too.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You know what?
You
I
had
re-
mentioned that.
You know what else I
Yeah.
really liked about this movie is that, except for the reveals at the very end, there were no other characters in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
So fucking great.
One mention of, well, the
The
Avengers
Avengers,
protect
yeah.
this
That's
and
it.
we protect this.
Right.
And I thought
and
that
you
was
seen
cool.
the Avenger
You saw the
building.
tower,
That was
but-
kind of
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
And even like because I went and started like geeking out on it on the internet, and even they said like when he's in the car and he's asking for projects to take.
Yeah.
And
I seen
one of
that.
the projects is a man who was found in an experimental suit, paralyzed
back
from
or
whatever from the waist down. You think automatically that it's Rhodey, it's War Machine. But
Yeah.
he had said no, that in an interview, he's like, no, that has nothing to do with any of the other movies. It just happened to be a coincidence.
Just another broken
Which
back.
brings me to this. When does this movie take place, besides the fact that it takes place in 2016?
Oh,
Where
boy,
does
we're
it
going
take
into the
place?
Marvel mirrors in here.
It's a
2 years
linear
from now.
timeline.
So it's just-
Marvel's timeline is completely linear.
No,
There's no
false.
2 years from now.
There's
2
no
years from
Except
now.
Captain America.
That's what I'm going with. Jared's always right. Yeah. Pickle, too. Pickle, how many years do you think?
45 seconds.
Wow, that's pretty recent. They
So-
whipping these things out like
He's
South
right.
Park episodes.
It's linear. I mean, the only time that the Marvel timeline doesn't get linear is when they go back in the past and the Captain America stuff. That's
Gotcha.
about it.
All right,
But
fair
everything's
enough.
taking place all at the time. So, well,
the
taken
same time as-
linearly.
Why?
This takes place after the last movie. What was the last movie? Civil War. This
Civil
is
War.
right after Civil War. This is when this is taking place.
Fair enough.
It's the car wreck scene made me wince. Like they very convincingly fucked his hands up in that car wreck,
Oh,
and it
yeah,
was very
dude.
visceral.
Oh,
and like,
yeah. Another slow-mo scene.
Like the whole
So wake
the
up.
whole theater was like,
It's almost like they took every trick that movies do now and put them all in one movie. They took like the last 10 years of CGI and movie effects and put them all in one movie.
it's very
They had
Matrix-like.
that slow motion film part where his fists are going
Right.
into it. Man, you can
Yeah.
kind of see it. That was wicked. So much fun shit.
My favorite scene of the movie, Dormammu, I'm here to bargain.
Yeah.
That's the best,
yeah,
that was
that
the
was
best
fucking
part of the
awesome.
movie. That was
I could
just-
do this all day.
That payoff was so awesome.
Yeah,
man.
that
Oh,
was
God,
fun.
man,
Really
All right,
he's
so
just
that goes to the
incredible.
next thing. Like, is he not the most powerful as we've seen
Yes.
now? He's the most powerful.
Unquestionable.
That's what I'm saying. He's
He's
the
the
best.
shit.
He is right above. He's right below where the nameless one is, and you'll see in the next couple of films he's going to become even more powerful than her.
And
But
I
I'm
saw
saying-
that.
He's
yep.
the man.
I'm saying
He's
as
the
far as
nameless.
He's
if
everything.
he's going to be in the Infinity Wars thing, the next thing that we go into, this dude's going to kick everybody's ass. He could
Yeah,
like
he's
do the
gonna
time
fuck
shift or
everybody up.
take some glow in the dark.
well, he still has to
Alright, time
follow
out,
the
though.
he still has to follow the rules.
You don't have to follow
No,
shit.
we don't. He
Wait,
showed
he
that
doesn't.
in fucking
Time out.
movie.
He broke 'em.
You got to forget though, for that to happen, Thanos has to take the Infinity Stone.
Well, he's-
how powerful is he
true.
without the Infinity Stone?
He's
Like,
still fucking beast.
Yeah.
He's
He'll
still beast,
but he
fucking-
also-
Thanos.
Because he's
Change
smart
time.
and he'll figure shit out.
They also revealed that as well. His amulet that he wore is one of the Infinity Stones.
Stones.
Yeah,
Time
which,
zone.
which we all knew. If you keep
Right.
up with
Yeah.
this shit, you kind of knew. So I don't think that's
Yeah.
a spoiler.
Whatever.
But without that, he can't hit rewind. He can't do what he did.
No, he can't, but he can
Which, by
still
the
come
way,
up with some spells and
yeah,
make some shit
Superman.
happen.
I was reminded of Superman.
I mean,
right?
a Hulk can fucking destroy.
Like
he just
turned
thinks on
time
his
back
feet
to-
well, so he can fucking.
That's the
figure it
only
out.
thing that worries me about this film series, though, is that they make a movie like Doctor Strange, which is so intelligently written and so
Yes.
put together so well. And Marvel, with the exception of Netflix, has had a total. I mean, outside of the Loki character, they don't have good villains. So
No.
the question is that how do you construct this Thanos character to be awesome enough to outwit this fucking
a
dude?
full CGI character.
Exactly.
That's
a full
the scary
CGI
part.
It kind of worries me a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. I think he's gonna sit out in space and like send someone else down there. That's
I
what
would-
I'm thinking. He's not gonna do dirty work.
Well,
He's
no,
just
well,
gonna be sitting
Thanos
up
is going to be him because in the last.
No, it's not.
At the end of the end scene of
End scene.
you're wrong. At the end of Civil War,
there. Right.
he says, "I guess I have to do this myself."
All right.
So he indicates that Thanos, he's going to be hands-on trying to get that Infinity Stones.
Right.
I don't
that
know. I
brings
think you
me to
misread
this. This movie, I liked. The other thing I really liked about this movie is the mid-credit scene and the end-credit scene. Both were relevant to what was going on. They weren't just like, "Hey, we're eating some shawarma in a fucking restaurant." It wasn't some bullshit. Or
Howard the Duck.
Still fucking
it wasn't a makeout
insulting
scene.
to
It
him.
was. I enjoyed that both of those things had something directly to do with the universe that's going on. Whether it's this movie or a future movie, they both made sense, and I was glad I stayed for both. I mean, I'd stay for
I'm
both.
glad I
but
stayed for
sometimes
both, but I'm kind of
I'm
still
like-
aggravated. I had to.
I'm very pissed about that.
Yeah, but you can take your phone out and you can play on your phone, and then
Right.
it comes up.
Or
that's
you
the
can
new
watch
thing.
the credits and see all the people that worked on the film.
I
We
ain't
actually
reading that
did, and we
shit.
were like
Also,
amazed by how many
and-
people worked on this.
Yeah,
John
like
had-
8 special effects companies worked on
Dude,
this
and,
fucking
And
thing.
Mayday's name was
hundreds-
bigger.
Hundreds of artists in each one. It was pretty incredible.
John had sent me a link to like the soundtrack of like that plays during the end credit scene. It was like this guitar thing going on. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then you get to see it.
Bumblebee.
No, it wasn't that one. You know what it was?
What was it? We'll get to that second hour. Jukebox Heroes.
It was good.
You liked it though.
I did.
Damn, I don't know. I get aggravated by it. I didn't like the end credit scene to sit there and have to watch.
Yeah,
for
I
that.
was expecting one. I wasn't expecting two.
Yeah, they were good. I
you
thought
do?
they were cool. Okay, I'll watch the trailer for the
Right,
next fucking
right.
movie. I ain't even out of the theater for this one. Like you already
Pretty much.
I thought the mid-credit scene was really well done because it's kind of like starting to pepper things that need to happen. Because they say this
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok movie is going to be
Needs
like
help.
major. Yeah, that too. But they say it's a major driver in this kind of like meta storyline that they have.
Well, I'm way more excited about it now that Doctor Strange
So
is
am
going
I.
to be in
Yeah,
it.
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And what, the Hulk too? You know?
Yeah, it's going to be the Hulk,
Yeah,
Doctor
'cause
Strange,
I'm
and,
in.
The
and
Thor
Thor.
movies don't even get talked about because they They
not.
shouldn't have never happened. They were horrible.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh man, it's nice to
I
have.
thought the first one was okay. The
It's
second
just
one was
terrible.
shitty.
Yeah, JB
It's
agrees.
The end credit scene. I mean, the one that was at the very
lazy.
end of the movie. The one at the very end of the movie was I mean, it was kind of obvious, you know. Okay, well, Mordo now he's going to go and steal magic from people, and he's going to be the big bad in the next Doctor
But you see,
Strange
that,
movie.
It wasn't obvious to me. Like I didn't realize. I mean, when he walks away,
Well, because
I'm
that's
like,
because
"All
you're
right,
slow,
gonna-"
Scott. Sorry. I love you. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just breaking your balls.
It actually makes me want to watch the Thor, Hulk, I'll call it the Thor Hulk movie.
Right.
More, and then the sequel to Doctor Strange less, because I didn't think that dude was a great character. I don't want to see him as the villain.
I can't wait for it. No, I'm ready for that
Really?
Doctor Strange sequel. Yeah.
All right.
I want to see some more of the shit they did in this movie, but next level.
Yeah.
Come on.
What is the next level? I just walked out of that movie going, how the fuck do you top that?
Yeah, right. Just more, to
You
me,
know?
more of the
Story?
same.
Maybe story.
Yeah, or a better bad guy.
Story? Yes, yeah, I mean, but visually, it was spot on, and like every time I was just like, well, that's the bar, they raise it. You know what I mean? And I was just like, all right, they've done the Inception thing. They've kicked Inception's ass in terms of turning that world of bending or event horizons into something really exciting. How there's still a third act, and then all of a sudden they do it in reverse, and I went, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was amazing.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was a kid, man. I was
But
like,
even
I love
Inception, like that shit, that movie, not to get into that movie, but that movie with all the bending shit was only a piece of how good
Right.
that movie was. There was the actual
Concept.
inception of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that. So maybe this next Doctor Strange movie will raise the bar as far as give us that and
It's
a
in
riveting
my
story.
nature to stir shit and break balls when these movies come out.
Yes.
And I always said that everybody would always be like, hey, you're excited for Doctor Strange. I'm like, yeah, it's Marvel's Disney's Inception.
Yeah.
It's not even like Inception.
No.
I mean, there's some things that are a little reminiscent of it, but I mean, it's a whole different. I mean, there's one scene in
whole
particular
new
when they're one of the end battles when they're chasing the bads through New York at the end of the movie. There's a scene where they bend the street and the cars are actually sitting there and
man,
driving
yeah.
on driving on corners downward.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking
Or when
they
ridiculous.
sh- when
they-
This is
when they-
awesome.
when they shattered the glass and refracted it so that the traffic avoided them.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Great.
Fun. Hey, before we get off of Doctor Strange,
Okay.
the what does she call him? The chick, the trainer,
The nameless one.
The
I mean,
name-
the
yeah,
ancient
the ancient
one. The ancient
the
one.
ancient one. Yeah, she reminded me of you when I heard her name.
That's
I thought
it.
that was funny. The ancient one, the
Tilda
immortal.
Swinton, right?
Yeah, Tilda Swinton.
Holy crap, she did great.
Incredible.
Because that was where I seen it. I'm like, oh man, I wanted the little Chinese guy, like the dude with
Yeah.
the Fu Manchu sitting
Right.
in a little robe. Like that's the master to me. But she nailed it. She
They
did a
said they
great
wanted
job.
like an androgynous kind of actor
And
to
she
play
really
that.
is.
And I mean, is it Gabriel that she plays, the angel
Yes.
in Constantine?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you look at her in that movie, and you can't tell whether it's a man or woman. It's kind of this androgynous
That's a little
figure.
mean,
Very
Chris.
Bowie.
Jesus.
No,
No,
it's
it's
supposed
supposed
to
like
be.
supposed to be.
It's how it's supposed to be. It's fucking awesome.
Thought she
really
had
good.
cancer.
Oh.
I don't
used
know.
the magic to cure my cancer.
I don't
but
know
it
if
did not
it
bring
was-
back my hair.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if it was her doing all those choreographed fight scenes, but man,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
blown away by that opening scene when she just goes fucking like Jet Li on motherfuckers.
I know.
Oh, it's fun.
Oh, God, it was
Believable
awesome.
too. Like she
Right.
pulled it off.
Yeah, like the Magic War fans and shit made from Magic,
Yeah.
and she's just like bleeding motherfuckers. It was so awesome, man. She's good.
And the cape is a character too.
The cape was fantastic.
I got genuinely excited when the cape started intervening in the fight.
Yeah, I think Allie
You know?
said that was like one of her favorite parts. Didn't you say you really liked the
That
cape?
cape fucked shit up. And he looks cool as fuck in that cape.
Right?
Well, good humor. He pops his collar and the
Yeah.
thing's hitting him in the face. Stop it.
Yeah,
that-
he's already arguing with the cape.
Yeah, I
oh,
thought it
so
was cool.
fun.
Really cool, man.
It was cool because they did a lot of funny shit. There's comedy in it. There's the goofy
Yeah.
shit with the cape. There's a cape that fucking attacks a guy. They did a lot of goofy shit, but it wasn't that goofy.
No,
like the movie
no.
wasn't
It
made
worked.
for like an adolescent's brain. It kept adults. It was well written and
It was.
intelligent, but yet still funny and goofy, like Guardians.
This is
Yeah.
an example of how you properly use humor in these kind of movies.
Yes.
The way you fail at it is just watch Age of Ultron. The
I
humor
think-
is fucking
Yeah,
retarded in
it's
that
bad.
movie.
A
It's
lot of
terrible.
the humor in this was better, and I think more tastefully done than like Deadpool's humor. Like it wasn't as high school. It was like
Well,
intelligent.
Deadpool's kind of that. So
Yeah.
That is.
But it was just like an
Dead-
intelligent. I was like, this is cool. It's funny, but it's good funny.
Deadpool's like the American Pie of the
Yeah, I have to
or
agree with
Porky's
you.
of the
Yeah, I guess
superhero
so, yeah.
set. But it was the cape autonomous or like
Mayday's
sentient
got autism,
in
not the
the in the comics?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Okay.
I didn't really keep up with the
Mayday,
Doctor
does
Strange
it?
comics.
You should know about this. Does the cape have autism?
Oh, definitely.
No, it does.
Definitely.
Mayday, what was your favorite character in it?
I did like the cape, but I like what's his name, Cumberpatch?
Cumberbatch.
Yeah,
Doing
he
a
was
big-
great, and actually the
Uh-oh.
chick was really good in that.
Which
I
one?
really like her.
The
The
androgynous?
old, the
Yeah, the
elder
ancient
one
one.
or whatever.
Yeah, don't call her a chick. You just
The
gotta-
ancient one.
The
Her,
ancient one.
or it.
Shim. It. Pat.
No, she wasn't in dry. I mean, she was a she in it.
Oh, it was
They
a female,
played
but
it
they
up.
said they wanted that type of
Oh, yeah.
aesthetic.
She may
for
or
that
may not
character.
have had
Celtic.
both.
But they
parts.
said she was Celtic.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Cumberpatch is just amazing, though, especially too when he was in that scene where they had the pins in his hands and he was kind of living that and like going through it.
That dude's unbelievable.
Yeah,
man.
he's wow. He's
That's
really
what happens
good.
when you get a real actor to be in these things.
Flawless American accent too.
Yeah,
Weird,
he is
huh?
English, right? Yeah.
I thought. Yeah. Well,
But
I mean, I
could've-
know he has problems with pronunciation of certain words, but he
Like
killed
what?
it.
What is it? What's the problem?
Penguin.
Yeah.
You can't say
He
penguin.
could have
apparently.
talked in English. I mean,
He could have been-
British.
yeah.
It would have been fine.
It would have been fine
It almost
enough.
might have been better.
Either way, I would have been fine with that.
Still good, though.
Another
Yeah.
thing I liked about the Stephen Strange character in this movie also is it's kind of like you watch Tony Stark, who's an arrogant bastard, but he's a lovable arrogant bastard. This guy was a real fucking
He's a
prick
dick, dude.
before he gets in this car wreck and goes through this discovery.
I'm a big fan of that.
But I mean, I sat there and I watched him like, God, he's a fucking horse's ass. I mean,
Yeah.
you love him as an audience member, but if you were a functioning character within this universe, you'd sit there and like, dude, he's a fucking prick.
Yeah, when he's bitching about his hands and the love interest comes in and she's like, "There's other ways to live your life," and he's like, "What, with you?" The whole theater. went,
You don't say that to Rachel McAdams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you
he's
No,
don't.
she was looking fine.
He's like,
know,
bitch,
right?
if I wasn't a top surgeon, you wouldn't be fucking me anyway. So.
Yeah.
no bullshit, dude.
No, that chick's a gold digger. You could tell
She
it.
was
You
a
see it in
doctor,
her eyes.
too.
She ain't messing with no broke hand.
Right. She was a doctor, so she had to go up one.
Broke.
She ain't fucking no orderly.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever.
She'd become an androgynous broad like that other one.
Really, really cool though.
Cool scene.
Loved it.
There was some conversation with her when he was like, I've been off doing other things. Like, that was kind of really cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you liked it overall?
I did actually enjoy that one. There are a few that I didn't like. I really don't like Ant-Man. I don't know why. I don't like Paul Rudd or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
that
don't
kind,
do it.
that
It's
kind
too
of
bad.
thing. So
How sad is that Cumberbatch has got to share screen time with him
Yeah.
in one of those big movies? Hopefully, Rudd will only be in there as much as he was Civil War. I wish his part would shrink.
He was the best. To me, he was the best part of Civil War.
what?
Really? Well, you got bad taste.
All right, very good.
What, Jamie? He does, don't he? Don't act like that's a surprise.
No. It's funny. Like I actually, I was thinking about what my comebacks would be. You got to kind of
He was
guard
writing.
yourself.
All right.
I was expecting him to be way more of a crank on this because I was shocked that he didn't like Civil War. That he was like, meh. I don't know what his issue was, but I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I think Scott's just getting burned out on formula, and I can't really bust his chops too much because I give him shit about liking the first, like early in our podcast, we listed our top 5 favorite superhero movies at the time.
Daredevil.
And Ben Affleck Daredevil was one of them. but right. But the
I'm
thing
just
was,
kidding. I don't think it was
that-
that bad.
is that the genre was still young and finding its footing. You know what I mean? So as much as I bust his balls about it, it was legit. But I mean, it
too legit.
wouldn't
You
be
don't
legit
know?
now. But
You don't know?
I don't.
even know what that's from.
I do.
So it's like
You gotta yell.
But right
you gotta
now-
argue with Scott 2 places. He had no way to look. You and Scott.
This
The real
is
Scott
kind
or
of my thought
Lehman
on Scott when I listen to him talk about shit. I sit there and like now I've kind of like finally figured it out in the last
we go.
few months when
What
he
is it?
says,
What we got?
I thought Civil War was mad. Now I automatically think, dude, did he have a bad day when he was watching
Me
this?
too.
Because there's sometimes he comes back like Batman versus Superman. I saw it the second time and I was like, this movie is fucking hot garbage.
Yeah.
And then he came back and said, it wasn't that bad. And then like maybe 3 weeks ago, he texted me, he's like, I watched Batman versus Superman. God, it fucking sucked.
No.
You know?
It was Apocalypse.
That's it,
what I
X-Men
wanted.
Apocalypse.
Yeah,
That was
X-Men
it.
Apocalypse.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's-
but
that
He actually
sucks
watched.
too.
He watched the
It was
extended
shit.
Superman versus Batman. He said, "I still think it's good.
Yeah, I did.
I like it
I
better."
still liked
Every
it.
time I go to bust Scott's balls about something, I'm wrong. So it's weird. I listen to y'all show every week, and I don't even know how he really feels. I just assume he likes and don't like stuff. I don't even think I listen to it when he talks. I just make up my own reality and go, no, you don't like that. And he's like, no, I like that. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
It's your mirror world.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything I like, I'll automatically assume he's not really going to be that impressed with. And then anything he likes, I'm like, I'm not even going to watch it.
Actually, Voodoo Fest apology. Did you talk to him about that?
Oh, I sent I sent him a message
Okay.
about
Yeah, he did.
about
You got to hear him a little bit?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah,
They're better without Chappie, huh?
they're better without you. Leave the robots at home.
I feel like now though, when it comes to this kind of shit, I have to ask Scott. Like I got to kind of like psychoanalyze him before we like opinions. Now it's kind of like So, dude, what did you think of Civil War? Wait, time out. Wait. Did you have a good day? was your wife pissed off at you? You said shit.
What I'm gonna do now?
Did the kid behave in school today?
This is how I do it now. Like when I went and saw this movie, that was first thing in the morning, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I had just woken up,
Wake
got
and
out
bake.
of bed, and went. So I have nothing else going on. There's no wrong side of the bed for me. It's just I didn't go to
So
bed.
what you're trying to tell me is you should see every movie at 10 in the
That's
morning.
exactly what I'm
Okay, all
trying
right,
to say.
I got you.
That's what I'm saying.
Got you.
Well, I was seeing it again.
Yeah, I'll see it again.
We should go together in the Dolby. I think it would be awesome.
Yes.
I'd like to see it again.
I'd like to see
I
it.
loved
So
it.
good,
I
dude.
loved it that much. I'd like to go and check all the little shit you kind of missed the first time around.
All right.
So-
Well, look, there's other movies playing. Maybe you want to see something else.
Hey, wait,
You
let
know
me
what I'm
ask
saying?
you.
Maybe you want to see these nuts.
Oh.
Hey, did y'all get
32.
did y'all get any good trailers for this?
We
Tons.
did. And look, we're going to
I
get to them. I got,
no
list.
good trailers. All I got,
Really?
the only one that I
Oh,
didn't
good
really
trailers.
had seen. I mean, new trailers. You get any new trailers? I mean, this is a big Marvel movie. The only
I
new,
think so.
All
I
right,
don't even remember it,
It's
though.
it's
I
hard
didn't.
for me, man, because I go to the movies
remember.
every week,
Oh, you
so
don't
I
know
see
when you
I
see.
see all this shit.
All right, let's go down this list. I got the current ones, and this
Okay.
is not every movie that's coming out, just some that kind of caught my eye.
Okay.
The Arrival comes out November 11th.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that, and I'm hoping that's going to kind of be in that wave of newer science fiction films with things like Ex Machina, Black Mirror.
Well, you
things of
think it's
that.
going to be on that side of it?
I'm hoping it is.
I hope
did you
it
see
is.
Sicario?
no.
The movie
No.
Sicario?
It is
No.
fucking amazing.
That director is you got to see
Okay,
it.
so this has potential being a real movie,
I
not
think
an
you'll like it.
Independence Day.
Oh, yeah.
go ahead.
without
I-
question.
No, I just saw a movie that we were that Don't Breathe movie.
Yes.
I saw that movie. It was a fucking terrible movie.
Oh, that's okay.
No surprises.
You must have had a bad
What-
day.
Anybody with something
okay.
from Avatar automatically
I'm watching
sucks.
this Arrival trailer, and I'm like, this looks fucking great. And then fucking Forrest Whitaker pops up on it.
Oh,
I'm
he's
like,
in it too with the
"Oh,
fucking
man,
eye. Don't
fucking
tell me that,
ruined it.
dude.
Now I don't want to see it. It's
Oh
like,
man,
He's in Rogue One.
He's destroying Rogue One, and now he's gonna fucking
Well,
ruin
they
this
don't.
movie
They
too.
don't like Rogue
Wait,
One to
wait,
begin with.
have you guys seen Ghost Dog?
I've seen the trailer. I definitely ain't
Okay.
gonna watch the movie.
I
It was
like
good.
Forrest
Bad.
Whitaker. He's,
Oh, he's
he's a
good.
fantastic actor.
Really,
Needs
you
to
think
go
so?
away.
What movie?
No, so.
Don't
Dude's
like
fucking
it.
unbelievable.
Ghost Dog.
Fucking
Really?
Ghost Dog.
Don't
Good
like
Morning
it.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
He
Fast
played
Times at Ridgemont High.
Nah,
played
come
fucking
on.
Idi Amin in a fucking movie. He was
No.
amazing in
Big
that.
deal.
I mean,
You like
dude.
that movie?
He's horrible.
What movie did you see that you thought he was horrible in?
All of them.
Anytime you know when he was horrible in the trailer for fucking Rogue One, I'm like,
You know
I don't
what
want
it
to
is?
see this face
I
anymore.
only seen him in trailers. Now look, The Experiment. He was great in that, but he plays a fucking dumb. Like he plays a character that you fucking hate, and you can't wait till he gets his ass beat. Did you ever see that? The Experiment, where they take it to college.
I don't even think I thought I saw the trailer for that.
Oh, dude, this is great. You got to watch him. I got impeccable taste.
Okay.
The Experiment is that college study when they took people, hey, volunteer. They get them all together and they go,
yeah.
all right, you're the cops, you're the criminals, and they put them in a prison and videotape them and study them
Yes.
for like a month. And some major shit went down in it. This is a reenactment of that study. And
Sweet.
Forrest Whitaker's in it, and he's like still, 40 years old, lives at home with his mom. He's got that eye thing going on, and he's like real insecure, and he ends up becoming one of the top cops. And the shit that happens when you see when a person who shouldn't have power has it.
Pull over! Pull
Maybe,
over, motherfucker!
maybe he's the a Phoenix, Jacques Phoenix. Maybe
Jaquim,
Joaquin.
Jacquez.
Whatever.
Oh.
I ain't fucking
Jacques
French,
Squizz.
okay? So that dude, after Gladiator, I didn't want to see him in anything else, and I did, and I ended up falling in love with his work. I think he's an amazing actor. So maybe that's my problem with Forrest Whitaker is I seen him in this movie, and I hated him, so I don't want to see him in anything else ever again.
Well, that's the thing. The way you don't have to hate the character. You hate the character, but just don't hate the actor.
I don't like that guy.
I don't like him.
Fuck that guy.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I hit him so hard in the back of his head, I'll fix that eye.
So give me the next. Give me the next
How
trailer.
can somebody with an eye like that even make it into Hollywood? Like, come on.
By
I
being
think
a fucking great actor.
Bullshit. They just give them parts because they got quotas to mean or something.
Well, I know that this guy's also directing the Blade Runner sequel.
Well, who's that?
The director that's doing The Arrival. His next project is a Blade Runner sequel.
Oh, what? All right. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Now. I'll just close my eyes.
Watch
during the Forrest
Sicario.
Whitaker
It's
part.
really fucking good. You'll enjoy
He's
that
in
film.
Sicario too.
Next
He
trailer.
directed Sicario. Not
Forrest
the
Whitaker?
director. No, the director directed Sicario. Forrest Whitaker's nowhere in Sicario.
Bruce Willis. All right, I'm with you. All
Next
right.
one, November 18th. Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm in.
I want to see them beasts.
For the same reason I love Doctor Strange as I love Harry Potter.
You do love Harry Potter. See,
yeah.
I don't really like Harry Potter, but I watched
Me
this
neither.
trailer. I'm like, fuck, I gotta see this movie.
Yep. I'm in it for the visual experience. Like I watched it and I'm like, man, it's like the fucking Wizard of Oz almost. It is that kind of magical visual experience. I want to see it for that alone. I've never seen one Harry Potter movie. I'm indifferent toward it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm not even interested in it. But I'm interested in seeing this
As a movie.
As a movie.
Yeah.
If you've seen one, you've seen them all. Really, it's the same
So
story.
in other words, you're telling me it's like a Marvel movie. All right, what's the next trailer?
Oh. Hey, maybe if you were a ginger, you'd like it more. Scott,
Maybe.
though, you like all the Harry Potters, and this one's holding up to it?
I mean, I hope so. I
All
hope
right.
it's,
You just want to see it because it's more Harry Potter.
yeah, that's all.
All right. Well, just as not a Harry Potter fan, it looks fucking amazing.
It
looks
does.
good.
December 16th, Rogue One, another Forrest Whitaker.
Pre-Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pre-Christmas. I'm ready. Dude, I'm a Star Wars fan, man.
Yeah,
I'm,
me
Yeah,
too.
but
I'm
dude,
in.
don't you feel like this movie just seems kind of like out of place?
Nope.
Like,
Nope,
okay,
not at all.
All right.
I know the
I just think
mythology.
they're just doing it just to do it, and it's gonna be shit. And then episode 8's gonna be awesome.
I think that this movie potentially could be better than episode 7.
No,
No
fucking
way.
way.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
You serious?
Yep.
Nope.
I'm gonna go one further. This looks really fucking. It looks very dark, and I don't think it's gonna do the same box office. But I think it's gonna go down as one of the better Star Wars movies.
I'm with
Really?
John.
What about it looks good?
Everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The storyline, the mythos of
Yeah.
Star Wars. I mean, this is one of the biggest events as
Yeah.
far as, I mean, dude, the theft of the Death Star plans. I mean, this
Yeah.
is one of the big kind of behind the scene myth things that happens in that whole storyline. And listening to the director and a Lucasfilm talk about what they want to do, like they're sitting there and they're saying, we want to really show you how the Empire works as a military and bureaucracy. We want to show you how all of the military aspects of things work, you know, in that galaxy. And
I
I
want to
mean,
show you another strong female character.
Yeah, we actually have some in the trailer.
I'm
Mayonnaise
okay with
playing
it.
Damn. I hope they don't sound
I've seen this movie.
Chewy. Go to Lightspeed.
I heard this movie 5 weeks in a row.
Is this is this an audio play?
All right, Ginger.
Them's fighting words.
Go get the watch.
Destroy it.
All right, well, that wasn't a real trailer. It's something we made up.
Oh.
Audio play.
An audio play?
I don't.
What was that from?
Honestly, I'm not looking with Rogue One. I'm not looking really to compare it to anything. This is one more piece of story that broadens that universe on film. As being a Star Wars fan since I was a little kid, man. I mean, to see
Galaxy far, far away.
galaxy far, far away, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
You're liking to see it. Anything Star Wars, you
Man, look, I'm at
Pretty
the.
much.
I sit there and I look at it, watching that first movie when I was a little kid. I mean, it's like, is this actually fucking happening? I can't believe that they're taking this shit this seriously.
This is
And they're
another
doing
movie
it.
where it just.
it's so happening.
This is another one of those movies I just want to go see because it's a visual mindfuck. Like, it looks amazing. And just like you said, to see these toys, we see these.
See these nuts.
Fuck y'all. I was in first. To see our toys that we played with. Because I think I was too young. Star Wars came out before I was born. And I kind of came along through the second and third ones. But I had all the toys. I had everything, man. You made these movies in your head as a child, and to see it come to life on the screen, even
Gareth
better
Edwards-
than it was before, is amazing.
Gareth Edwards, the director, said exactly that. He said, I was playing with action figures when I was a kid. Making this movie, it's like I'm playing with action figures all over again and just making up my own story.
My two complaints now. That's right. My two complaints about the movie is Forrest Whitaker and how do you make a Star Wars movie without Jedis? Like, that's what I was in, the Eastern philosophy and mix. That's, to me, what makes Star Wars unique and a special universe to go in. To make a movie without
Well, it's part of the story.
Jedis?
They died off for a while. And on top of it also, you have a character that's in this movie being played by Donnie Yen that is still so influenced by the myth of the Jedi that even without being a Jedi character, he still kind of like follows that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I think it's going to be neat to see a character like that that honors the Jedi without being one. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, and
It's gonna be
also
different.
the internet meme that stormtroopers are really bad shots and they're incompetent. This seems like it's going to kind of address and tweak that because it looks really brutal. You know what I'm saying? Like they're stormtroopers, and that's what the name of the German soldiers of World War II were, stormtroopers. So you're going to see some, I think, really brutal shit. And that's why I think it's going to be a lot darker than people are accustomed to. And I think that's probably why it's not going to do the box office. But I think we're going to fucking dig it. Everyone in the room, with the exception, I guess, to Forrest Whitaker. But, I mean, he's one of like 10 guys.
I'll close one of my eyes when he's on.
There you go. See it in 1D.
Scott, what you think about Rogue One? You excited?
I think I am excited. Everything Chris and John said, pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Anything you're worried about?
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Not in this movie.
This is solid. Mayday, you're not a Star Wars fan, or are you?
I'm not
You
really
like
a Star
Spaceballs more than Star Wars.
Oh, God. Any day of the week, man. Spaceballs.
Would you go see this, though?
I'll probably go see it.
Would you see it in 3D?
Nope.
No. I'm not gonna see it in 3D.
That was
Absolutely not.
That was one of the trailers we got in 3D, and
Yeah.
I was like, "This is a
Yeah.
useless piece of shit."
It is. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, don't waste your time.
I'm going to see it at Dolby Atmos Theater.
Everybody
I'm going to
thought it was
see
a piece
every
of shit.
fucking thing at Dolby Atmos Theater, and I'm going to go to the manager next week, and I'm going to say,
It better be
y'all
cold
should,
in there.
Y'all should
Sorry,
replay.
Vince.
Not only should it be cold, but you should replay Fury Road in this theater.
Oh, please
Yeah, right.
do.
Right.
Get Fathom Events to replay that.
Get 'em.
Jump on, man.
That's
All
it.
right, we're running out of time. We got a bunch more, so
Oh, wow, okay.
fuck Rogue One.
There
I'm
it
sure
is.
y'all going to cover that extensively
Yes.
on PPV, guys.
PPVGuys.com.
.com.
Passengers, December 21st.
This is a science fiction
sci-fi
date movie.
Sci-fi feel-good movie. Boring as shit, right?
Science fiction date
Feel
movie.
good?
This is the one with Ryan Reynolds and Jennifer Lawrence and.
Not
There-
Ryan Reynolds. Passengers? No, Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds. No.
Yeah.
All right, what's
No.
all right? Then what's Passengers?
Passengers is Jennifer Lawrence and what's his
Oh,
name
yeah,
from
yeah.
from Parks
Chris-
and Rec.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's what kind of upsets
Star-Lord.
me too.
Why, you don't
want-
like him?
I don't want to see him in this.
Why
He looks
not?
because he
You
doesn't
are making me
change
douchebag.
visibly, and the way he talks and acts is so similar in every movie that I
Yeah.
just would rather he just played
Well,
Star
he's just
Lord.
him. He
and be-
can't. He doesn't really make.
He's a movie star, not an actor, really.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
That's my complaint about this movie. I'm gonna wait and see him in. And now it's
On
another
HBO
space
or
movie,
whatever,
so
yeah.
you're like, why is Star Lord acting like that?
Yeah.
Like the
They're-
dude needs to have a different haircut, dye his hair, make it long. You got to do
You
something
don't
to
look
this.
at J Law's titty.
No, I don't want-
Donk or nothing.
Not at the movies. I'll watch it at the house. I don't think you're gonna need to see this in a
This
theater
is
for
a-
it to change.
There is a wing of nerds that want Chris Pratt to be everything now. When they say, "Well, he needs to be a young Indiana Jones," or "He needs to be young Han Solo."
Oh, God.
Fuck
He needs
you.
to get eaten by a dinosaur.
He's Star Lord. That's who he
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to see him in either of those roles.
Assassin's Creed, the guy who's playing whatever the main
Michael
character is,
Fassbender, yeah.
he's fucking cool as shit. I like him.
He's
Too.
fantastic,
But
but he's
he's-
going to be in a shitty movie.
Is he just that he's not Cumberbatch is getting all the great roles and this
Yep.
guy's settling for garbage? Thank you.
No, I don't think
Dude, he
he's-
was in that Steve Jobs movie, and he was fucking awesome.
Really?
man.
I gotta see that.
Unbelievable, man.
All right. So
He's
this is
great.
just something he took for a check.
No,
big pay,
he helped produce it. I think
Oh, boy.
I think he's a fan. I think he's into it, and I think he was like, "I'm going to help make a good video game movie because I don't
jury.
trust the."
He's going to
Yeah,
fail.
the jury's out.
I think
He'll
it's-
probably fail. He
It's
probably will.
I think it's gonna be like the game,
jury is
a
out.
one-trick pony, to where when you jump off that side, the whatever the highest point
Yeah,
you can
right,
get,
right.
jump
Into the-
off. Oh,
into
it's
the
an
hay bale
amazing
or whatever.
feeling. Oh, I loved it. But after you
Pony.
do it twice, it's like, damn, that's the whole
Yeah,
game,
that's
and
it.
it gets
Okay.
boring. So I think the movie's going to be focused on that one shot. You're going to go, wow, that looked cool.
see.
And the movie will be boring.
Jury's out.
See.
Right?
Oh,
We'll
you
see.
shot the horse?
December 27th, right after Christmas, Resident Evil. Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to just keep making it.
That's my
Why-
guilty
As
pleasure.
long as those
Really?
movies
Yeah.
keep making money and Paul V. Anderson has a vehicle for his wife to star in, they're going to keep on making them.
Until people stop going.
Yep.
So it costs more to make than to go.
Correct.
I don't necessarily have to see it in the theater, but I'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something you watched all the other ones. You're like, I'm just going to
Yeah.
ride this one all the
Exactly.
way to the bottom. Speaking of to the bottom, what about the Underworld? That's the when is
same
that?
thing. What the fuck?
That's the equivalent. That's the
It is.
horror action equivalent to
It's
Resident
January 6th.
Evil. Yeah.
Right.
it is.
They're coming out so close. Look how close
It
that
is.
is of them coming
Yeah,
out.
because they expect, oh, you're going to be still in that mode for Underworld after you just watch Resident Evil.
I
Next
think you
week,
pick
watch
one though.
another
Maybe.
I
Man,
think
I-
you pick one.
You
If
think
Kate
there's Resident
Beckinsale is
Evil?
Those are
definitely
my
on the
choices.
celebrity hot tub list. I would fucking slay that fucking ass.
yeah.
But in that movie, no.
no, you're not going to
Why,
the
'cause she's
Underworld
got
to do
white-
it.
No,
white
no, no,
skin
no,
and
no.
black hair?
That's what Resident Evil is for Scott. I am for Underworld.
All right.
There are guilty pleasures, and I know they're terrible.
That's the
but,
vampire wolf people.
Right.
Yeah,
thing,
exactly. There are moments that are kind of neat.
All right.
So.
Dude, one that I saw in the trailer, and I'm like, I can't believe it looks this good. I don't think I'll still go watch it.
Triple X?
But no.
Oh, God. Why did they even embarrass me with that fucking
Oh, yeah, they
trailer?
showed us that
That
trailer.
was insulting.
We got that
Vin
trailer,
Diesel
too.
is good at one
Uncomfortable.
thing, and that's saying, I am Groot. Like, he shouldn't do
That is
anything
all he
else
should ever
ever
do
again.
again.
That trailer, like, I
It's a
felt.
fucking joke.
I felt like IQ points were removed, like they were sucked out of my fucking
Yeah.
brain through the screen
Oh, it's
watching that
bad.
shit.
The
Horrible.
fact that fucking Vin Diesel has to play
Hey,
Groot, I
thought-
love.
I
I'm
thought
like, that
frat
is so
bro
great.
movies died 20 years ago, like
Oh.
Torque and
Hey,
all that bullshit.
No,
Sam
dude,
Jackson
people
is
ain't
in that
getting
Still
any
film.
watch
smarter.
that shit? Like, who goes to that?
Sam Jackson's in that film again.
I know. I was like, why would you
again.
do
Oh,
that?
yeah,
I
he's
know.
another one that
He was in
needs to go.
Snakes in a Plane. I mean,
And so's
Yeah.
Donnie Yen.
He's too good
Yes,
for that
yes.
shit.
I saw
What?
that.
Hitman's in it.
Yep, goodbye, Donnie
What
Yen.
the
That's
fuck?
this,
All these dudes.
it's the same fucking people in all these
Terrible.
goddamn movies.
There it
They're
is.
like
Oh,
Donnie,
man.
take out Donnie
Oh, my
Yen,
God.
Forrest Whitaker, and fucking Vin Diesel, and you barely have any movies.
Donnie Yen's a fucking badass. I will
He is
fast
a
forward to
badass.
his scenes
We'll
on
see.
when it's on HBO or whatever.
I
I'll
hope they
fast
don't-
forward his
I hope
scenes
they
on
don't
Triple
ruin it.
X too. but
So wait,
that's
March
whatever.
24th, Power Rangers.
Yeah.
The fucking Power Rangers. It looks pretty good.
Does it?
I mean,
No?
Passed.
I'll see it.
It looks better than you would think it would
Right.
look to be Power
No
Rangers, right?
offense, but it
I
seems
don't-
like it would be for
I don't know
younger
anything
people,
about the Power
probably
Rangers,
children,
really,
you
so-
know what I'm saying?
Because you're
I-
fucking ancient.
because I'm ancient. I mean, all bullshitting aside, it's. I was like in my 20s when that shit came
Allie,
out.
Allie, you grew up
I
with
was
the
a
Power
kid.
Rangers. What did you
Yeah.
think of this?
I thought it was kind of gay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd watch it sometimes, but like I thought these
What did you
outfits
think about
are
the
fucking
Well, you
trailer?
were, because
The
new
only part
trailer.
that was cool was when they all fucking created that big thing and they fucked shit up. Like when they all
Yeah, so it's
became
like
that
Voltron.
Megazord or
Yeah,
whatever.
it is.
Yeah.
But like
That's what I thought
it's
it
kind
was.
of it's goofy. Like Power Rangers.
I liked it better when it was Chronicle.
All right, the new trailer, you watched it. What'd you think?
Oh, did I watch the new trailer? I might have been peeing for that. Was
All
that
right,
in the
May
theater?
5th, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, looks in the spirit of the first one. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Holy shit, right?
It
More of
looks
the same.
awesome. Well,
Scott,
I'm
tell me
fine
you
with
like
more of
No,
the
yeah,
same.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in. I'm 100% in.
This is one of my favorite movies of like the last, 5-10 years.
I'm sold on it. I mean, I think it's going to be more of the same. I think James Gunn gets it. That dude is fucking freak of nature, man. I think it's going to be a good movie.
Yep.
It's going to be fun.
And now we know the characters. They kind of established. We get to watch them play, and there's so well written characters, and the acting is great in it, and is just all the decisions they made to get to this point was so good. Now it looks like this movie probably was really fun to make. Like
Who
you
would've-
can't fuck it up.
Who would have
Baby
thought
Groot.
Batista would be a likable actor in Hollywood,
It's fucking
especially in the
amazing.
Marvel? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You took the least acting experience. He is a wrestler that went to like a couple of acting classes and then lands a role in a major motion picture.
great.
Nails
Oh
it.
yeah, he's
and
freaking epic.
They make the second trailer relying on his dialogue and delivery.
Oh, he's
Like,
The
everything.
first
crap.
time I saw the movie, I walked out of there, and Drax the Destroyer was probably one of my favorite characters of the whole movie because of his lines. The whole,
Oh, yeah.
nothing goes over my head. I'm too fast. You know what I mean? That shit's just
When I
so
left,
great,
yeah,
man.
the cool thing about that movie, when I left, I'm like, dude, the fucking Groot was great. And then when I watch it on video, I'm like, oh, fucking Drax. Is it Drax?
Yeah, Drax, yes.
I'm like, he was the best. That was my favorite character. And I'm like, you know what? The fucking raccoon, his little flip out, I can really
Oh, yeah.
relate to that. I'm like, that's my favorite character. I'm like, holy shit, the main character, Star-Lord. It's like, he does his job. He stays in his lane. He gives everybody room to play and come up with something great.
I mean, he was in Parks and Rec for 7 years, so.
Is that good?
Yeah. But anyways, and that's an ensemble thing, so, he knows how to do that well.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. And a lot of actors kind of participate with it.
You have 4 or 5 or 6 real big stars, and everybody's got a story to cap, so, yeah, he knows how to do that well.
They got the right actors, and they had just the right team. They just had everything right making that movie. It was just like a perfect, everything coming together perfectly.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be disappointed.
No.
Yep.
Last one, June 9th, Wonder Woman.
It's DC.
The movie's probably gonna be stupid, but Gal Gadot.
They make awesome. Oh, dude, Gal Gadot's fucking hot.
She's
but
gorgeous.
I tell you,
The hot tubs are getting crowded.
Gal Gadot is playing Wonder Woman.
The chick that was in Batman vs Superman, that hot
really?
dark haired chick. Yeah.
All right.
The
Skinny
Same
chick.
Wonder Woman.
There's no way we're going to see it. That movie.
What?
You want to see that? DC
That
is nuts.
They should just change it to.
You don't want to see that?
I don't want to see. I hate fucking DC movies. They've been sucking.
come
It's like
on,
the
dude.
only
So
way to
now
get
we're
them to
not
stop sucking is to not
You
go.
made me go see that
Good point.
Suicide Squad fucking garbage.
Yeah, right. That's why we're not
Fuck
going to this
Suicide
fucking garbage.
Squad, dude.
Wow.
So
That's all right, go with
if,
us,
If we
Allie.
had
I'm
to
going
go
to see
watch
Wonder
that,
Woman.
I'm going to watch Gal Gadot, dude. She's freaking awesome. I like her.
Oh, stop
the rest
trying
of
to
the
act like
movie
a
looks
lesbian.
stupid. It's not about being a lesbian. If the rest of the movie was probably stupid, I like her as Wonder Woman. I think she looks cool.
We can watch some porn for like 2 minutes with a hot chick just
I don't
as hot
want
as her. What, you just
I
want to
like her
fuck for
accent.
2 hours?
I like her accent.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Oh,
I'll
not
see
me.
it, but after
You
that.
really think it's going to be that much of shit, Tarride?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
From DC, change it to DF, man. Dumpster fire.
JB,
They don't
on
know
the-
how to make fucking movies.
JB's on the fence on this.
They don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, the trailer looks terrific, and there's a couple of things going on in the trailer that, and Zack Snyder was less involved.
That's the thing. There's a couple of things
See
going
that?
on in this trailer, produced by Zack Snyder. Look, anything with Zack Snyder's name on it, that
He said
dude can go
he's
fuck
less.
himself.
Okay.
As soon as they run him up the road and they really corner him, I'm not convinced that those movies will be good.
I think the Justice League movie's going to suck.
It's
I
gonna
was
be
one of the-
fucking
I was
terrible.
one of the few people that saw the trailer and was like, so?
Yep, it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, dude, thank y'all
Thanks.
so much.
Yeah,
Fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Incredible to see you. I'm glad y'all got to fight a little bit there at the end.
There you go.
You want to say something insulting to one another before we're done? Go right ahead. Anything you don't like about each other? Anything you think y'all need to improve on PPV guys?
No, I think we're doing pretty good.
All right.
Don't you?
It's the holidays. Come on.
I got one thing to bust balls about, but I'm going to save it for the second hour when we talk about Black Mirror. But, dude,
okay, cool.
Hey, thank y'all so much.
Thank
You
you
can
so
check them
much.
out. You can check out Scott, JB, and the Elder, the Immortal one, at ppvguys.com.
That's it.
Do you have a regular
Website?
schedule?
Do I have a regular
Like,
schedule?
do you upload on Monday? Or
Usually we record Sundays during the day, and they usually come up Monday evenings.
Monday evening.
Monday
Monday,
afternoons.
Tuesday. So
Monday,
Tuesday morning's a
afternoons.
good day to check
We're
for.
We're actually recording our show on Monday.
This
It'll go up
Thursday.
on Tuesday.
Next Thursday. No, it's next Thursday.
Mayday, that's fucked up, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't.
Damn, dude.
You fuck up the plugs. Like, damn.
I
Think
know,
you can let
it's
one thing slide. This guy's been
Go ahead,
arguing with
please.
himself all night.
I know. Good
Yeah.
job.
Shut the fuck up.
There it is.
Fucked up. Dude, I play that clip, your clip of Shut the Fuck Up, in my head like at least 50 times.
You know what's
a day.
really fucked up is I don't remember saying that shit.
You said it.
Yeah, when?
I don't.
There it
fucking
is.
know.
There it is.
There it is.
The most played clip of Not Real Radio that I hear in my head at least 20 times a day. Crazy. Fuck you!
You have to listen to the Now Show now. Speaking of the Now Show, they did one. Be on the lookout for that. You can go. You can check out PPV Guys on Facebook too. PPV Guys.
That's it.
That's it.
PPVguys.com, and also jump over to your favorite podcast app and check us out there.
Definitely. Dude, thank y'all so much.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad we got
Thank
to
you.
go see a good movie. How
No
refreshing
kidding.
was that?
I know.
To come
Very
and say how
cool.
good something
Great.
was.
And we're about to talk about a good series.
A good TV series.
All right.
Not Real Radio 41.
I
That's
wanted
Magik Saturn. And if you're listening pre-recorded, you just let the show keep on playing. Hear it in its entirety at the end.
I wanted
Very
to-
peaceful.
I know you're going to say all that. I just wanted to say before we started a brief.
Oh, please. We already started, but go ahead.
Okay, never mind.
One, a brief one.
I wanted
Is it
to
a PSA?
mention something about Magic Saturn. I wanted to say a little bit about their band really quick on their page since we played their music just now.
Yeah, please do.
All right, Magic Saturn is a band in New Orleans, launched in 2016. Their genre is progressive rock, space rock, and it's William Alber, Kyle Deschewitz, Matthew Keegan, and Jason Perkle. They all play multiple instruments, and they all sing, and these guys are just all classically trained, talented. Almost like watching them isn't ridiculous. And what else? It's kind of long, so I'm not reading the whole biography. Their influences are King Crimson, Pink Floyd, Yes, The Zombies, The Doors, and many more. And they're an eclectic rock quartet seeking to expand the boundaries of music. And if you guys saw them last night at Twist the Line,
Yeah, we're going to review that in a little bit.
that was legit. I wasn't going to go into the entire thing. I was just going to say, if you saw them last night, you'll know what that's talking about. They're not lying.
Oh, way to shut that down.
But yeah, so
3-2.
That made my night.
Check these guys out.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to review them, Fly Molo and Brother Jack, later on. A couple of minutes, actually. I got about 3 hours of radio. We're going to try to cram into about 45 minutes.
Oh.
6 hours.
And buckle up. First thing, Black Mirror. Thank you, man. 44 minutes now.
Okay.
Pull over, motherfucker! Black Mirror, you guys did yourselves a great disservice, or however you would say that, by binge watching this. Like, I think y'all fucked it up. I felt so bad.
No.
Yeah. 40 minutes now. You're going to hear some clips now?
It's time for Out with Ali! Yay! This week's Out with Ali benefit for Dave Rosser. November 13th. Viva la Rosser! Viva la Rosser! Sunday, November 13th from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Southport Hall. Live
Southport
music
Hall.
and party
Southport
hall. 200 Monticello Avenue, New Orleans, Louisiana. Performances by Mark Broussard, Bag of Donuts, The Molly Ringwalds, The Chiwis, Metal Rose, Paper Chase, and many special guests. 100% of the proceeds go to Davo himself. Viva la Rosser!
Finally got it right.
This week's Out with Ali sponsored by Viva la Rosser and PPVGuys.
Jesus makes me do that now. But he does the Southport Hall thing, so I give him the Viva
Southport
la
Hall.
Rosser.
This is both combined.
That's right. What flavor of milkshake you get? Vanilla, strawberry, or chocolate?
Chocolate.
It's always broke for me. Get that fucking milkshake machine fixed over there at Paper Chase World. make more friends.
Fuck you, dude.
Dude, I've come to the...
you, dude.
Another one of my favorite clips.
Oh, man.
Fuck you, dude. Cheese. That's it.
So, they're doing a disservice to yourself. Y'all don't
I don't
agree.
think so.
Y'all made
No.
all these faces like it's a
Fuck
shocking
no,
mistake.
dude. I
No.
watched it. I enjoyed every minute of that
Yep.
shit. It was
Yeah, but you-
unbelievable.
God, dude.
But why did I need a break?
Because it melts your brain.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And like you get to
Get
think
a better
about
brain.
him. No, you get to think about him for a couple of days. Like, because something
care.
happens to when you watch something and then you think about it 3 days later, you forget some
Well, yeah, and
things,
it's
some
not
things
like-
making him. I
Sorry,
don't
it's
know.
not like it ends and then you say, oh, I gotta see the next one. What's gonna happen next? Because it's not
Right.
a fucking series.
Yeah, y'all should have
Like
milked this
that.
out longer.
So you
Because
didn't have to,
honestly,
like-
we're watching them about one a week, and we have a whole week to kind of think about
Absorb
that one
it.
episode and like ponder it. Y'all just blew through it.
But I still pondered it on every
Yeah, I mean,
level that I needed to ponder it on.
Yeah, but
I
you're
didn't
trying
forget
to
about
you're
it.
trying to ponder on the whole book of calculus, not just one difficult problem of it.
Czar, we're fucking professionals.
I understand.
This is what we do.
I got you. All right, so I'm wrong. Mayday, you think I'm right
You're
though,
wrong.
right? You're my buddy.
100%.
Allie?
You're wrong.
These three don't know what they're talking about.
No, I actually agree with you about the binge thing. This
Thank
one
you.
is,
We
I
agree about
understand
something,
the
so I'm
binge
sticking
thing
to my
when it's
guns.
like,
Look.
what's going to happen next? I can't handle it. I have to see the next one. But this is like,
All right, so deal with us. We only got to number
Listen,
3, all right?
You're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
I'm hanging out with cheese. Gotta step my game up. What are you fucking giggling about? Why? Oh, he got me, huh?
No, just not a great look.
And more.
I ain't gonna fucking sit here and tell you I'm not. Fuck, I am what I am. like Popeye.
So did you like it? Did you like it?
Did I like what?
Come on, 39 minutes. Did you like it, Black Mirror?
Oh,
He's
we're
got the clock running.
yeah, thank you. He's good at that, man. He's good at clock management. Yeah, I loved each one I've seen. We've watched 3 now. Mayday, you caught up, right?
Yeah, I'm
you
caught
got
up.
through play test.
I did.
That was fun, right? Pretty
It
cool.
was, yeah.
You
it had
haven't
its
seen
moments.
episode 4? You're on
Wait.
episode 3?
Y'all are on Shut Up and Dance, right?
Correct.
Okay.
We just watched it. What, JB? What? What is that? You look
Episode
like my
4 is my
disappointed
favorite.
boss.
Episode 4 is my favorite.
All right,
That's
so
what I was looking
4
forward to talking about, but can't do it now.
Yeah, no. You're fine.
Well, you know.
Have to call in next week.
Well,
I listened
Just
to
don't call
your
in
show,
early.
though, by the way, and all it did was make me look forward to watching them even more. So great job on that. The spoiler
Good,
thing,
good,
I don't
good.
think y'all didn't ruin anything. That show is so
Good.
good that there's not one major thing that happens that it's an accumulation of so many great things.
I mean, I think this episode has a few things that majorly happen that really throw that show for a curve. For
For?
this episode. No, for Shut Up and Dance.
Oh, yeah, holy shit.
When you get to the end of that one, you're like, oh, God damn. You're
What a flip.
Yeah.
Like
Shut Up and
mentally
Dance. Shut Up and Dance to me when I watched that episode. It like
I just love your new clip you just made.
it
Thank you.
harked me back to like I'm like this is Black Mirror. They're like this reminded me of the first and second season. When I
Right, the
first
darker
watched it.
shit.
Well, I mean, it's an English episode with an English cast.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, man, this one would easily fit in with the original episode runs.
Yeah.
But they were all great. I loved them all. But
See, this is what fucking freaked me out, right? So I watched the episode, and one of the things that happens in the very beginning of it is that the guy gets a computer virus,
Right.
which then he does something, and then it takes video of him, shows it to him, and they go, unless you do what we tell you, we're going to show this to everybody. And the kid doesn't want everybody to know and see him, what he was doing. It's very embarrassing.
And he's a young enough kid that you feel really
He's
terrible
not-
for
I
him.
think
Right. Like, oh, man,
Like,
the dude
yeah,
just
it
went to
looks like
rub
he's
one
only
out.
like 17.
No, I think
he's
like
19
19.
years old.
Yeah.
He's 19.
19, but he's
17.
very
Childlike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely someone that looks
childlike.
like would be bully catnip. You know, like
He hit puberty, but the,
Yeah.
the balls haven't stiffened yet.
exactly. It's like you could shake him down for lunch money really easily.
Right, I got
know?
you. So this shit embarrassing happens due to this, malware, and you see him go get the malware, removal tool and shit like that. And it was just weird as shit because we know that's happened. I went to steal Magic Saturn songs off of YouTube and convert them to MP3, and I get one. I get the virus. It pops up. And I'm like, oh,
Because
shit.
you clicked on something stupid without really paying attention to what you're clicking on. That's the key to it.
This is not about how fucking intelligent I am or
Oh,
how
I'm
much of an
sorry.
asshole I am. This is about something that fucking happened to me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So you think you fucking assholes could fucking be a little more sensitive to shit that
All right,
happens
sorry.
to me? I'm a
God
person
damn it,
too.
okay.
So is somebody watching you right now? Is that
You're
what you're trying to
fallible, I
say?
get
Yeah,
it.
so right now they're getting pictures of Mayday. So hey, good luck getting me to do anything. But holy shit, it happens in real life. And my whole reason of telling that story, it was so cool to have something from Black Mirror. It happens in real life. That's how great that show is, that they tie so many things in, and that it starts becoming more, you see them more in real life now.
Well,
We made
yeah.
a joke as the guy didn't give us the 3D glasses because he was too busy rating us.
Right.
yeah.
Bastard.
He was playing on his phone.
But Brooker, you've said it in the past when it comes to the medium of TV and movies. I mean, this shows like Black Mirror are it's like these are the things that show you the excellence of the medium. When you're
He
looking,
makes an hour-long movie.
when you're looking for incredible, thought-provoking entertainment. I mean, Black Mirror is just like at the top of the mountain. I mean, it's incredible.
The thing
Amazing.
is, it's 6 episodes, and there's all of them of like a fucking 45 to an hour long great movie, and this dude made 6 of them.
Well,
Like,
did you
that's
see the
fucking
first?
nuts.
Did you see the first 2 seasons?
Yes. Oh,
Okay,
I,
all right.
I loved every one of them. That's
Okay,
why
good.
when this came back
Oh,
out,
yeah.
I'm like,
I watched the
holy
first
shit.
Been
season
obsessed
too, and that
with them
was
since-
Jesus.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was 4 on the floor,
That
man.
fucks you up.
Yeah.
Like it becomes that movie. I'm gonna call it a movie. That show leaves Netflix and your television and gets introduced into your real life, and that's fucking
Yep.
amazing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's.
I feel like
it's-
this season though was a little closer to home than like the last 2 seasons. I think the last 2 seasons, it still feels like it's next week. That could happen next week,
Right,
not today.
yeah.
But
The
the stuff
older
that
ones-
we saw, the stuff that just happened, that's right now.
Yeah.
Like people rating and all that's right now.
Oh man.
What was episode 2?
Playtest. That's the horror one.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, the one with the little
yeah.
gopher that's really cool and had a cool twist. Man, I don't know. So
virtual reality.
From listening to y'all show where y'all reviewed the whole season, it doesn't get any worse. Like the ones y'all said were the worst episodes that we kind of watched already. Like holy shit, they're incredible.
Oh no, they're all great.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all. I mean, great.
Can I ask
But there's
another
some of
question
them that I
about
think
the
that are excellent compared to, but they're all great.
Y'all show on your review of Black Mirror, you had asked, all right, what are your least favorite episodes? It was like, was it a struggle to try to find something bad about this show? I just thought that was weird that very few things are so good that you don't have to focus on the bad. Why did you go with that question?
A bad episode of Black Mirror is better than any episode of like The Big Bang Theory or 100 billion other shows you can watch.
Right, Luke
but there's
Cage.
some that are better than others.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just the nature of that beast. It's like Twilight Zone, you know? There's some that really connect with you and others are like that.
What might be bad to me, you might think is great and vice versa. You know, it just depends. And that's what's great about this show is that it depends on, I'm not going to say how far in technology, but it just depends on where you are. Like you said, you had a computer virus. That hits home to you.
Right.
You know?
Did you have a favorite or are they all equally good?
Of the first three? They're so different that I can't judge them. Like I think they're all great. I've left when it was over. I had to go smoke a cigarette, and Allie and I had like a real conversation about what we just watched, and that's what it does that not enough television does.
Correct.
Like I listened to the conversation about The Walking Dead, and this was violent, and the mothers group or whatever wants a stronger rating, which is just you sell more CDs nuts.
CDs nuts.
4 to 2. You stick the parental advisory on an NWA CD or a 2 Live Crew, and it actually sold more. So that's the whole new, in my mind, of why they want a more extreme rating system is just to go, this is the most violent thing you can watch on television. It's just whatever. But that was y'all conversation about this person got killed and then the violence. And when I listened to Black Mirror, y'all opened it up with like string theory and shit. And it's like, that's what is why I think people need to watch this show, because it pushes you to think about the times you're living in and does it in such a fucking entertaining way. It's not like they're preaching to you, but goddamn, you learn something when you watch these.
Arguably,
It's like Fat Albert.
the best show on TV right now.
Yeah, by far.
It's immaculate. I mean, and it's it. I think all three of us agree. There is no bad episode. It's just some of them resonate with us, differently.
Right. So we haven't seen the best though in your minds. We got a long way to go.
The next episode's going to blow your brains out of your head.
Fucking right. God damn it. Oh, this is exciting. All right, well, y'all ready to end the show? We're going to watch that.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week when Richard Allen White will be here. That's right, from the Absence Project. We're going to find out so much about they're not happy with cheese. I don't know if they're happy with me. This could get ugly.
What, they're not happy with cheese?
No.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, he broke their cherry. There's cheese cherry.
Is there an issue?
Yeah, they just haven't tasted the milkshake, partner. You know?
All I can think about is that video that I sent to you now of the milkshake.
Oh,
That's the
God,
only
with
thing
that woman?
Yeah,
that was
that's
horrendous.
terrible.
Huh? Yeah, that was bad. You know I'm a big fan. So you felt awkward by sending it directly to him, so you went through me.
I went to you first.
All
Yeah.
right, good. Thank you. Please filter all that milkshake jokes you got right through me.
Shut Up and Dance was right up there with episodes like The Entire History of You, White Christmas, I'll Be Right Back. That was right up in that upper echelon of that show.
We're done.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Hey, fuck, I'm down.
No.
Pop it on. Let's
Here we
watch.
go.
I'll watch it again.
Okay, got anything's better than the Now Show. We watched it. We got ready. We were setting up to the Now Show that was on. I don't know if you don't watch that, check it out. It's like New Orleans wrestling or something. You can find it if you have. You know what? You're a wrestling fan. You're never gonna find it. Fuck the whole thing. Anyway, moving on. Jukebox Heroes. We went and seen them at the Beach House.
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit.
Me and Scotty Elstrott.
That was uncomfortable, right?
It was fucking awesome. I had
What
a
the
great
hell?
time, man.
That
It was
place-
fun.
That place is going out of business, though.
Yeah, they're done.
Holy shit.
They're finished.
Dude, we walked up.
So
we're
yeah.
like, can we get a Crown and 7? They're like, we don't have that.
Why not?
Because they don't have it. And then we're like, can we get...
Thank you, Davey.
I'm like, fuck it. Jack Daniels is fine. We'll drink Allie's drink tonight. And we don't have that. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to get creative. And I had some indigestion like a motherfucker, right? I'm getting old. Not as old as the old one, the elder there. But I'm getting up there. So I'm like, you know what? Some
40,000.
a gin and tonic might be good. Get the little bubblies, you know, and then it's clear alcohol. I'm like, let me try gin, right? Yeah, they got that.
They had it.
And dude, when I'm telling you, this dude handed me a 2-liter of fucking Faygo
Big
almost.
ass
Like,
cup.
holy shit, dude. It was like I had to drink it fast because my arm was getting tired.
They were having a sale upon?
I guess
Everything
so.
must go.
They have
Everything
yeah,
must
I was
go.
scared to drink
Bye-bye,
it.
Gaylords.
They're shutting it down. I had a pretty long talk with the owner before we went on and all, and I kind of had heard that was a rumor going around, but he confirmed it. And for what my understanding is, it has something to do with Jefferson Parish and him losing a couple of the courts. And he said if that's the case, to where if it's going to be a property battle, I'm not even fucking with this. It's just going to put me into a tailspin of losing money.
So what are they going to do with the volleyball courts next door?
From what I'm told is
They're going to go up, make a pipeline right through it.
yeah, right?
It's true.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know, but we got our drinks, and they were big, and they were good. We got twisted up. Like, holy shit.
I had a
Y'all
good time.
provided a good atmosphere to get fucked up in.
It's been a long time since Scotty and I have played together.
lonely
time. But we got to play a couple AIC tunes. Fun, you know, cool. With Scotty, I got to play the kazoo, which always makes me happy.
Dude, how
So,
fucking good is Scotty? We know how good you are.
We
By the
played,
way,
we played some Rage Against the Machine. That was fucking
Take it
fun
away,
as
Chris.
shit.
Dude, Scotty's fucking good.
Oh, he's awesome, man.
He's not quite the jukebox that Justin is,
Why not?
because he's just not. His catalog ain't that big. And
Scotty,
Justin,
you
will-
got something to say?
Stuff.
All right, thank you, Scotty. Scotty, when he does play something, and he knows shit, he just knows different stuff. He's like a younger generation, and a lot of the things he knows,
He's great.
you don't know because you're old as fuck.
But what I love about Scotty is that when he shows up and I tell him, he tells me in the beginning of the week.
My cords are tangled, so we got to get there early.
Here's the whole story from the beginning, but short version. All right, look, Chris, what songs do you know? Look, just go through your iPad and just take pictures of everything you know. So I take like 50 pictures and send it to him of our set list because it's fucking massive. So he comes back and he says, why don't you make me a list of the shit you know? I'm like, okay, no problem. So I make a little list, send it to him and all that stuff. He shows up to the day before the show, I call Scotty and I say, look, I'm just checking up last minute. Is there anything you need from me? All this bullshit. You know, we got the show tomorrow night. Oh, fuck, it's tomorrow? I thought it was Saturday. I'm like, no, Scotty, it's tomorrow. He's like, oh, okay, fucking A, bro, I'll be there. So he shows up and he says, I put together a master list of everything that I know. He's got
A piece of toilet paper,
He's
right?
got a 3-inch by 6-inch piece of paper that's tattered and fucked up.
It looked like toilet paper from where we were.
If you were to break down the script into Microsoft Word, it's like 6. You know? It's like written in little baby writing, and it's got a couple of spills with like water stained fucking ink on it and shit. I just looked at it real quick, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I like what you've done here. Okay, this is good, cool. Yeah, look, just fucking call him, dude. And I mean, we weren't dicks about it. I'm kind of pals with the owner, and I told him, I was like, look, man, we're not gonna rob you. If we kind of have a small crowd tonight, we'll kind of do what we do, and we'll throw a little discount action at you. But hey, look, the people that fucking matter showed up, man. So it was cool. We had a great time.
Oh, it was fun. Y'all did a great job, dude. You can still sing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Like you do some shit sometimes, and I'm like, God damn. There's something else we'll talk about later. Scotty has the ability to do it too. You're sitting out there and you're in the crowd and you're where you're at and the place doesn't even have alcohol in it, and just gin, which I don't think it had much by the time we left. I think I was like, I'm gonna get rid of this
You
bottle
drank
of
the
these 2
fuck
drinks.
out of that gin, dude.
Yeah, Allie was buzzed. It was kind of
Holy
funny.
crap. I was dizzy and everything.
I think I'm buzzed. I'm like, yeah, I think you're right. She was debating it. Like I knew. I'm like, holy shit.
This
I'm
shit's
fucked
too
up.
smooth, man.
Yeah, we just rock out, and they knew what they were getting into. They've
We
been to
did.
shows.
That's why I was scared to drink it. I knew what was going to happen. I woke up feeling a little bit,
that was awesome.
But
rough.
you transcend the situation.
It was fun.
You hit
though.
a note. You sing a song. You get halfway into the song. I'm like, I can't believe I'm fucking sitting here getting to watch this being done.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Y'all did that quite a few times, which, man,
Thanks.
that's all you can ask for is
was
when it comes
perfect.
to going to see music. That's why you go. And momentarily, I would leave the situation. I go to the astral realm like Doctor Strange. And that's what it's all about.
Well, one of my favorite songs to do with Scotty, I think we do a damn good rendition at Down the Hole by Alice in Chains.
Fucking right. Oh,
Really,
God, yeah. The fucking harmonies. Jesus.
Yeah, he didn't throw his guitar, though, so you didn't move him quite as much as Magic Bus does. But
That's it.
nothing got broke. Dude, the funny thing is we go to help the elder carry his stuff because he's old. And Cheese ended up helping us too. He's like,
I couldn't believe it.
Why are we doing this?
Nah, man, Cheese super cool, man.
He stood around for like 10 minutes and then figured out, I guess Chris is not going to pay me for this. But fun shit. Thank you for that.
Thank you for helping to lift the gear. I didn't even. I'm so used to doing that.
I was just to hang out with you.
So used to doing that shit.
Like you had work to do, and we're like, all right, we'll tag along.
Cool.
Scotty's wonderful, man.
He is so. He's just a freak of nature, man. He's really, really fucking good. When he doesn't give a fuck, it's kind of like, come on, dude. But when he's like in the zone and like he's excited and he wants to be there and he's got it going and dude, he's a freak of nature, man. He's a great player.
Dude, speaking
awesome.
of freak of nature, Squizz. Decision 2016 Tuesdays today. Everybody's going to run out and vote, exercise their freedom. They stay captive all year long as little worker slaves or just mooching off the system. But they get to exercise their right to vote, dude. Exercise your freedom. Get out there. You actually
You
Squizz is
have
out
one
the
right
box.
in this world, and it's to vote for Squizz.
Dude, you
the
could see him
only
on-
reasonable candidate for president.
You could see him on Whine and Cheese last episode. Squizz came with me. He didn't have much to say because I can't understand a dead cat. But lucky for us,
love the suit.
Allie can.
So awesome.
We're about to find out if Allie sits back down. We can find out. Well, you got to torment the guest with it. Look, him and the Ginger got the same color hair.
Ginger's ready to kill it with fire.
That the soul is already gone from this one.
That's it.
So, Allie, can you ask Squizz if it has a soul? That's important, right?
It's important these days.
Squizz said that's a fucking ridiculous question.
All right. I don't know.
How would he exist if he didn't have a soul? Does this thing look fucking alive to you?
No.
This thing is a piece of fucking cardboard or something, okay? With his skin
All right.
wrapped around it.
All right.
So how would I be communicating with him if he wasn't alive?
I don't
So
know
he's
where
alive
that
in another way. Yeah, it's gotta be.
why I'm
If you want to
voting
call
for
it a soul, call it a soul. But Squizz says, obviously I'm here.
All right, Squizz. So Hillary's definitely not going to get indicted by the FBI. They don't see anything wrong. Nothing's happening. That's just a big WikiLeaks Russian infiltration into our government. How does Squizz feel about that?
Squizz said that's all bullshit.
What is?
It's all just a ruse.
All right. What? Which
It's
part?
it's a reality show and it's fake and it's all to rile people up who don't know any better, and that's what he thinks.
So
He just
people
laughs
watch
'cause he knows
Mr.
better.
Robot more for the answer. The truth. The truth will be revealed on Mr. Robot.
Squizz doesn't watch that either. He can't. His eyes don't work.
Oh. I'm so confused of
Get
what
real.
Squizz is.
Come on.
It's been around for a year now, thanks to fucking Elder. Do you feel, Paulie? You are totally responsible
Dude, let
for
me
this.
tell
I ain't
you,
even gonna ask you that question.
you got your sweet revenge last night. Okay, so look, I'm down to Bayou. It's late as fuck.
You down in the bayou?
I'm down to Bayou. So my girlfriend tells me, okay, look, don't drive home. I talked to my mom and dad. Look, you just crash here and all that shit. So they give me the guest room. So I go into the guest room.
Is it funny that you're that old and you're sleeping over at parents'
I'm
house?
telling you.
And you had to go to the guest room?
It's fucking hilarious.
How weird was it?
It was weird.
You
so,
liked it?
So yeah, it was fine. Look, I was fucking
You should have
tired.
kids your age doing that.
I was fucking tired. So look, I was ready to go
Hey,
to
tell
sleep.
Grandpa you could sleep in the guest room.
So look, I open up.
He's my therapist.
I open up the door, and my heart falls into my asshole, man. I
Oh.
look down on the ground.
Oh.
There's a taxidermied coyote. Now wait,
On the
here's the
ground?
thing. It's sitting on the ground. They have it. They just have it like sitting on the ground. So here's the thing about coyotes that I didn't know. You know, some
They're harder to kick than dogs.
yeah, right. Kick that motherfucker.
Dog,
So look,
dog.
thank you. So look, I didn't know this about coyotes. Animals that have albinism that are white. Coyotes,
All
coyotes
white.
have the reverse. They're all black. That's their
white.
version of albinism. You have these black coyotes. They're kind of rare, but they're not really endangered because they're still considered kind of a nuisance.
You go fucking Google this?
So
While you're
look,
here last
no, this is what my girlfriend's telling me, okay?
Oh, boy.
Because dude, she lives down the bayou. She knows that kind of shit. You got to have survival fucking skills out there. So this thing the way it's taxidermied is one menacing looking fucking thing. I mean, it looks
showing
like
teeth?
it looks like it's about to rip your fucking arm off.
No, it's about to rip your nuts out if you fucking put it by that little girl you're fucking hanging
Yeah,
out.
right. So look. So look, I crawl into bed.
Oh boy.
And you have that kind of shit where you have those dreams where, you know, you kind of like get into like that kind of like fucking like pre-sleep kind of thing. I keep thinking I'm hearing growling. So,
Wow.
Look at him jump.
I woke up 46 times.
Oh, you serious?
40,000.
Why did you turn it the way it's looking at the
Did
wall?
you take a picture of it?
No, I didn't take a picture
you
of
couldn't.
it.
Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
I was too scared.
What'd you think? I was going to bite you if you
Yeah,
took a picture of it?
Dude, I was waiting. I'm sitting there in the bed. And I'm so fucking tired. And I'm like, I'm going to have a goddamn dream where this thing's going to jump up on my chest and fuck with me.
God.
So,
I wish
yeah.
you would have. You deserve it. Look at what's happening over here. I don't know what she's doing over there. What are you doing, Allie?
So Zartome, you got your sweet revenge.
Yeah,
there
good.
it is.
No, it would have been revenge if it would have bit your fucking nuts off.
There it is.
Allie.
I mean, you
making a
can't tell me that
creepy video
Squizz has not enriched
For
your life
everybody on
at all.
Facebook Live.
He
from
makes Allie
Squizz's
smile, and
page.
goddamn it, that's a beautiful
That's
thing.
it.
Squizz.
What's this one's name?
$119.
That's Biz.
Oh,
He's about the
Biz.
Squizness. Biz is about the business.
Oh, at least $175.
Yeah, Biz is about the business. Squizz is about the squizness.
Okay.
Yeah, you might be a comic genius, Tarride. Well, any final words from Biz before it's over? Squizz. Fuck.
Biz
Thank
doesn't
you.
talk. He's like Joe Biden. He just kind of sits there and smiles.
Gotcha. All right, Squizz. Anything left?
There you go.
Amen.
All right, you heard it here first, Squizz. You can see him on Wine and Cheese live Tuesday night. That's right, we'll all be there except for the elder. He's going to the movies.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't want to watch the like stupid election fucking bullshit, which is a bunch of nonsense anyway, Hacksaw Ridge Tuesday night, bitch. You can check us out at Tuesday Night Movie Crew.
Smart move.
KREWE.
Dude, we went to see Magik Saturn, Fly Molo, and Brother Jack last night at Twist the Line. We didn't have enough. The jukebox was good. We're like, all right, we're going out both nights this weekend. Hard and deliver a little more.
Yes, we did.
Did you have fun? This is out with Allie's review, so.
This is my review?
Yep, throw Squizz on the
shit.
ground there.
Well, I was
There
trying
you
to
go.
box him up, dude. Get in the box, Squizz.
I like how he's wrapped in an American flag, too.
He does. He sleeps in an American flag every night.
We have to see what you do about burning that later. Not for mean reasons, because the dead cat touched
It was definitely made in China, so I don't think it counts.
Oh, that's right. Gotcha. It wasn't hand woven in America. So we went to see Magik Saturn. What did you think? They opened up the show, and look, if there was anything wrong with that show, after that fucking magical performance by Magik with a K, Saturn, dude, I felt bad for the other bands that they had to go on after that. Because, like, holy shit. Like, knocked it the fuck out. The dude, Jimmy, that was on sound, incredible fucking job.
MVP, dude. Jimmy killed it.
He
What kind of music is it?
Like we talked about, Ali said earlier, like a space rock. Man, look, Pink Floyd done now, honestly. Like, I watch it, and when they say they got, and King Crimson, like, they're doing some complicated technical shit. I don't know much about music. I wouldn't even go, I'm not going to try to give you a definition of what they're doing. But as I'm watching it and hearing it, I know it's like upper level shit. I'm watching that fucking dude Jason on the keys, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, to really watch somebody. I've watched people, man, I'm not insulting them. I watch people, and I watch a lot of cover bands, watching people get through songs. Like, they can play piano. They're not, I wouldn't call it fluent in it. They're not going to fucking go and play some incredible masterpiece on the piano, but they can play these pop songs that they play on a regular basis. This dude, Jason, ain't that. I'm watching him go at this fucking keyboard, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm fucking watching this. Like, I'm at Twist the fucking Line on a Saturday night. I can swing around, you know, like, oh, he's in trance with the music. I can swing my arms around and not hit anybody except Allie. But I'm sitting there watching it, and they transcended the location. They transcended the night and everything. They were up there and they were smiling. They were having fun playing the songs, and you could feel it.
That's
and the
refreshing
energy
to
was
see.
fucking incredible. Like, for them to do that last night there, I was blown away. I was like, I'm watching something that should be so much bigger than it is, I guess.
And it's going to get there. I think it's one of those that I want to see them progress. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see them in 6 months to see where they're at. Because to me, that unit has been together for so long that I think really good things, if they choose to stick with it, are going to come out of that.
All right. I'm going to say change-ups.
Uh-huh.
Their change-ups were fucking incredible. Like, they had command over the song. It's like they were taking the song and making it do whatever they wanted to do with it.
Yeah, they were almost improvising a little bit in their way. You know what I mean? And that kind
It
of
makes me wonder,
live,
how those songs are played, or they just kind of go, all right, we'll get to this point and then jam out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was fun to watch, dude. Incredible. They did some deep track Pink Floyd stuff, too. I was like, damn, you didn't just go for the comedy. You didn't do Brick in the Wall. You went there. Did like Echoes or something. I don't even know what it is.
Astronomy Domain or whatever.
Yeah, it was fucking incredible.
Dude.
If you see these guys playing somewhere, you got to check them out.
How many people in that band?
4.
4, really? Wow.
They're incredible.
Do you know that Domain
They
song was in
fucking
Doctor
blew
Strange?
me away.
The what?
There's a Pink Floyd song in Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah, right, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. It was incredible, though.
Do they have any... Is there any place online we can see them or hear them?
Yeah, MagicSaturnMusic.com. And they got some videos up. The songs
And
that
the
we played
Magic's
at
with a
break came
K.
from it.
It's with a K.
K.
Yeah. Dude, fun. Allie, what'd you think?
The Magic. I thought they were just fucking incredible. Like, they were just blew my mind. Like, I stood there and I'm like, is this really happening right now? Holy shit.
It's so happening!
It's so happening! No, dude, they fucking, the intricacy, the attention to detail, the creativity, the fact the music was actually interesting.
Dude, they did
It
some
challenged
4-part
me.
harmonies at one point.
Oh, the singing,
What
the
the
singing
fuck was
was
that?
just fucking
You don't
incredible.
get to see that. There's people out there fucking bitching. I see them on Facebook, these fucking stupid Facebook fucks.
Oh.
And they're sitting there, oh, no, real music, and nobody makes real music. Play instruments and play. You know what? Last night we seen fucking 3 bands do that very same thing, and all of them do a really good job. And I see you fucking real music fuckos fucking there. You at home with your fucking fat ass watching fucking LSU football reruns or something. Like, honestly, like, just stop fucking posting it out there. Stop whining and stop bitching that your time has passed you by. Sit at home, fucking get fat, fucking collect on your insurance money and die. Like, fuck off. Fucking real music. There was real music right there. And you know what? There'll be more people there to watch us do not real music because nobody fucking gives about real music anymore. They would be there.
Yep.
Like, bottom line. Like, it was
This was
fucking
these
incredible.
guys' first public show as this project. And they're all young guys and they're all fucking college educated and musically trained. And like, just watching them is just like, how does this even, like, just having them all come together. It's one of the most talented fucking groups I've seen on stage at one time in a while. Like, there, no offense, but they were just so, I don't know, they blew me away. The way that they did everything and the way that they presented the songs, they would take you all the way low. It got to a point where you could hear a pin drop and twist a line. When is it ever like that? I mean, everybody was
It wasn't
just
an uncomfortable
silent.
one neither.
No, everybody's like, what the fuck are they going to do next?
They did one funny thing at the end. To tell you how good they were, they did a funny thing at the end when they were trying to figure out what to play.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, dude, everybody's quiet because you want to hear what the fuck they're saying. And they kind of laughing like, I don't know, what do y'all want to play, you know? And they're like, how many more? I don't know what kind of time we have. And they're like, one more. Well, their songs are like 10 minutes long. So we're like, oh boy, they're going to be eating into time on this one. They're like, okay, one more. And you hear them kind of laugh. And they discuss what they're going to play, you know, trying to figure it out. But yeah, amazing. Brother Jack and Fly Molo, they were both good too. Like, their whole night was good. And
Yeah, and all the bands, the music really went together. You know what I mean? Like, they were playing, like, I don't know, never mind. It's almost like a similar genre. It was almost like a similar genre. I'm saying that the last 2 bands definitely. Which, the cool thing about Magic Saturn is that a lot of their songs were different genres. Like, they did one thing, then they went all the way to the other side kind of thing. But the other 2 bands, Fly Molo and Brother Jack, were more like just straight rock bands. And that was pretty cool.
I think
They
they're
were
taking
good.
their influences a little later than Magic Saturn. Magic Saturn goes back, like the psychedelic rock, where these guys
Right.
were kind of more in the, I guess,
straight ahead.
But yeah, they fit
newer
together
style
well.
of
It was
music.
non-obtrusive or intrusive or whatever you want to call it. Like, it didn't, none of it was like hard to listen to.
Who was the last band?
Brother Jack.
All right, they were tight for
They were really,
three-piece.
really fucking good.
Yeah.
I
And I
remember
like
seeing them
three-pieces.
before and liking them.
Unfortunately, I think for both of them too, you got to do something to define yourself. Like the
Yeah.
fact that I'm trying to remember parts of it, but I'm not, kind of
Whereas-
leads me to believe that it was kind of vanilla. Like, do something. I mean, just think if they had one freakazoid, like one weird dude in the band that sticks out. Yeah, just somebody who or either like visually looks weird. You kind of remember that. Like, it kind of something you can take away. But when everybody's trying to just blend in or do what they feel like they have to.
Would you listen to that?
What's that?
Would you listen to any of those bands, like, you know, while you're doing work or anything like that?
I would listen to Magik Saturn.
And still have the same response, still have the same feeling.
Do you think it carries over to recording
no,
music?
I'm asking,
Is that what you're asking?
I'm asking because you're saying like, oh, this band, if they would have had like some wacky guy, you know, dancing on one leg or whatever, it would have been more memorable. But were their songs memorable enough for you to go, that was a good band, I had a good time, I'll buy their record and listen to it?
Why you want to ask me that? You want to be honest about this? Yeah, no.
But I agree. But the reason that I would buy Magik Saturn CD because CD's nuts. All right, because I like that kind of music. If that makes sense. Like, I'm really into anything that's fucking weird,
definitely
experimental, pushes the boundaries, not like weird, intricate drum beats and stuff that's not normal and stuff that makes you kind of like think and move in your brain instead of just kind of like soothing your brain. It makes you kind of like work.
Fly Molo.
That's why I would listen to that, and I wouldn't necessarily listen to the other ones. That's
Fly
just my
Molo
personal.
and Brother Jack, just too common. I could hear that done 100 different ways. Right, very easily too. I could just.
But it was very well done.
Yeah, it's very well
they
done.
Did. They jammed really hard.
Correct. But Magik Saturn, if I got 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
To do, I gotta do a Photoshop project, and it's gonna be a long one. One of those. I'm in for the haul. Man, you could put one in fucking when they put a CD out. You could put one on.
CD's nuts.
CD's nuts. You got them.
And go for a journey. And next thing you know, the Photoshop job's done, and you went somewhere else mentally. But
yeah.
Yeah, good night though. I
all the
enjoyed
bands
all
were
of
good,
them.
and it was a lot of fun. I was dancing for the
And
second
Jimmy
two
did a
also.
hell of a job, man, with the lights and everything too.
Oh, he
really
performed.
with
To
them.
watch a sound and light guy actually perform a set with a band is that's a whole nother level of it.
For y'all who don't know, that's Jimmy Hudson, and he was in Four Mag Nitrous.
Oh, that dude's
he's fucking a legend. Yeah, he's just
unbelievable.
ridiculous.
I asked him, I'm like, did y'all get new lights or something? And he goes, it's a long process. I could explain to you what I did, but not now.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
lights were just
no
ridiculous.
explanation needed. It looks great. Thank you. And I started analyzing. He got it down with the colors to where it gave depth on the stage. He made
Yeah.
the stage look bigger, not smaller.
It really fucking did. It looked like a production the whole time.
Yep, great job over there. All right. Speaking of great job, Allie, another thing that made her happy besides Squizz.
TundaMinous, yeah.
I don't even have to say it. You see? Look, how could I not love it? My new favorite show, and I haven't even watched it.
So I saw TundaMinous a while back, like a few months ago, and they're up to 11 episodes now. I think they only had like 7 then. And I watched every single one of them, I think on the toilet. And I was just like, this is incredible. Probably got hemorrhoids from that, dude. I'm just kidding. I didn't get hemorrhoids, but I did sit on the toilet way too long watching TundaMinous, cracking up laughing.
Yeah.
What is this?
I'm trying to play Rocket League, and she's cracking up in it. It's the way she comes out with another voice and another character. I'm like, oh, this show's great.
That Cajun character.
What is
TundaMinous.
this? What is this
So,
show?
TundaMinous is like, it's actually a guy that's from somewhere in like
you got to do it in
Louisiana.
character if you're going to do
I don't know
a
if I can
review.
do the whole thing. I haven't got to study it long enough.
Well, do it poorly.
I
then.
wanted to explain what it is before I do some of it.
Well, explain it like
Fuck off.
you were supposed to explain it, boy.
Oh, you think you're Cajun now?
Yeah, that shit good. That sounds good to me.
All right, y'all.
Doesn't sound
Lionel
good to me.
No?
said going
Yeah, no.
You do better?
I can't do better.
Well,
But I just want to know what,
see
what
that?
is this
And I'm
show
the
about?
I was trying to say, and then he started fucking with me.
Don't yell at me.
Sorry.
He gets enough of that at home.
I'm just like, you either want to talk about it or you don't, because like I don't really care.
I want to talk about it. What,
I
what
want
is
to
this
talk.
show
I'm
about?
intrigued.
Yeah, I just want to hear the accent while we do.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give it at some point.
Here, give me the background, Allie. Fuck him.
I
Don't
I just
listen
don't
to
feel
him.
like I can talk now. Just check it out on Facebook.
No,
TundaMinous,
tell us, please.
No, I wanna-
Oh, come on.
I want to hear what it is. Tell me,
Yeah.
please.
It's
us up.
fucking old episodes of Thundercats with a dude
Oh,
that's
yeah.
voiced over in a Cajun accent
I've
and
seen
saying
that.
all
It's
kind of
fucking
shit. And
funny.
oh, papa, and then
That-
skeleton.
okay.
And you know they go.
Skeleton.
They go to see the Mr. Robert. Oh, I'm gonna make you a nice screen porch, and
It's
he's got
awesome.
the fucking. Look that up on that Facebook.
Tell
And he
him
said, we
about
gotta go
the
get my
knife.
Magnalite pot. He said, man, oh, papa, I never borrowed no pot from nobody. That's between you and Mumra.
Moomra. Skeleton's my favorite.
Skeleton. Well, that's
fucking awesome.
That's actually T-Man. So he did TundaMinous first, and now there's 11 episodes of it. But and they're like 3 minutes long, and they're very worth watching. Every single fucking one of them, by the way. At one point, they summoned the fucking Cajun Devil. Oh, I'm the Cajun Devil. I get you now. You play that acid bat. They're playing acid bat.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, and he's got to go get Papa. See him digging in the dirt with the. Do you know that knife for hunting and fishing, boy? I catch you playing with that knife again in the dirt. Oh Papa. So we got to go to Papa camp. We got to go get the Magnalite pot. So
she does do that good.
Is that?
I grew up. The reason I like it, it fucking
great.
touches my heart, is because I grew up like I have a Cajun grandpa, and he came from even more fucking Cajun people. So like they still had some of the words. It wasn't like the unintelligible Cajun where I have some family members like that, but it was like they use that. You know, they talk like that. I'm making me a big gumbo. You know, oh Papa said, boy, get over here, boy. Why you ain't got no clothes on, boy? Put some clothes on, boy. You know, and you look like a girl. Like, oh, this shit's funny. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this knife my old papa gave me. I don't know. It's just I can't do it that good. The guy that does it is incredible. It's called Bobby.com.
It sounds like
TV
Bobby
on-
Abear. It really does. I'm
It's
listening to
fucking
him like,
funny.
is that Bobby Abear?
Karen turned me on to it, and another one she sent me is they have that commercial for that stuff called Flex Seal.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
this same guy does a Flex Seal commercial as if he's a Cajun. But what's funny is the guy who's the pitch man, I can't think of his name, but the pitch man for Flex Seal has like the Slurpee S stuff. So he's like, here, I'm here to sell Flex Seal. So that's the way the guy pitch man talks. So the Cajun guy's impersonating that, and he takes a car and he drives a car into the water, and it's all Flex Sealed out, and he says, look, I built a submarine. And he's like, it's all Cajun and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, man, I wrecked my Sea-Doo again.
So funny, dude.
And then he did.
Allie, you should do a guest spot.
Then he did T-Man.
Yeah, which is He-Man. Yeah,
which
it's
is
awesome.
He-Man, and that's where Skeleton came from.
Skeleton.
But no, but dude, you know what? I would like to do that, John, because I was gonna say that the guy that does it is incredible. But some of the other people that he's gotten to do other voices are not that good. No, I'm serious.
I know, it's just funny when somebody else is brutally honest.
Another problem that really breaks my heart about it is, as good as it is, and as smart as it is, and as well as it's edited, and like he said, they had crabs on the show, and he fucking worked it in. They're making a crab boil.
They don't make
like
no
they
crab
just,
boil.
and he said if they start hearing Cajun music, they know they about to get boiled. They started running. So all I'm saying is, he's got women on there that aren't that good, or maybe it's a guy impersonating a woman, and then he's got this other guy, and then the bears, the robot bears, Mr. Robert, they're too fucking loud, making this scream porch, and it's too loud. So the problem he's got right now is that his editing is perfect, and his personal vocal performance is wonderful. But the people he's got are either not as good, number one, or number two, the volumes are way off. Some of the YouTube videos a little bit too low, and I have to turn my phone all the way up, and I can barely hear it. And then somebody comes on, oh, Mr. Robert, come and we're going to do that for you. We're going to make that green porch really good. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. So that's my only complaint. He's doing good. Supposedly, I actually looked at his page today, and he's going to get people to draw these characters, and he's going to have his own real cartoon, which I'm actually not as excited about, because usually shit like that just doesn't look that good. Like, how he's gonna have to look really good for it to be. The reason it's funny is because it's Thundercats.
Right.
Yeah, but he can't own the Thundercats.
He can't own it, but I want to see how he does with it. It might be awesome. But he's got a team together, and supposedly he's starting to draw these characters, and he's gonna have an animated series that he does.
That's gonna be pretty funny.
He's gonna have Papa. You know,
it's
and
not
he's
nearly as funny as you imitating it, though.
You don't think? Lion No.
Another
Bondro?
funny one. Another funny
that
one to
was
check
weird.
out.
That one got me. Sorry.
They got another Cajun guy who's like a prank guy like that, and he uses Cajun voice to call OnStar because he's lost. It is fucking hilarious.
Really?
Oh, it's so funny.
Good, Ali will have that memorized in no time.
I'll send you the link for it. Just look it up on YouTube. Just put Cajun OnStar. It's
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna give me some
Funny
of that
as
meat.
shit.
After
Get
her
my
bathroom
Magnalite pot,
session,
make a gumbo.
she comes out as like this totally different person, a Cajun person, and I was fucking dying laughing. She's like, you gotta watch it. And then when I watch it, I'm like, it's funny when you're doing that in the kitchen. You're doing really funny. That's why
I watched it the entire time I washed dishes today.
You're very entertaining. I'm glad you found another show. It's better than the Monkey Baby or the.
It cracks me the hell
Holy
up.
Hell didn't go over real well.
TundaMinous.
I want to watch that one.
And you know what else? I never watched Thundercats because that was way before my time. So when I watch it, I just think it's these Cajun freaking people. Like, I think if that's the real person, and it's even funnier because of the way they look.
Yeah.
It's great. That show's fucking funny. So
Well, good. I'm glad you liked it.
Loved it.
How do you find it?
it's on YouTube. It's Bobby.com TV. It's Bobby. Bobby.
All right, we got that part.
D-O-T.
Ooh, that's a whole nother.
D-O-T-C-O-M
show,
TV.
isn't it?
And it's
Yeah.
called
All right, time
CajuNerd
out.
Media.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to go back. Mayday's cracking himself
Thank you,
up.
Allie.
Well, then
Thank
fuck
you
it,
very
fuck it.
much.
No,
Don't
what is
care.
it again?
On YouTube, it's Bobby.com, but spelled out BOBBDOTCOM TV. And you search that, or just search TundaMinous.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're looking
TUNDAMINOS.
You can probably
Cajun
also put in
Thundercats.
Cajun Thundercats and
Right.
probably find that as well. Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
fun
But
shit.
The
every
machine
episode's
knows.
funny, but
And Cajun He-Man.
just be aware there's
Right.
going to be some issues with the sound, so don't put it too fucking loud, because somebody, Mr. Robert, gonna come and get you. It's going to be too loud. He's going to make your eardrum go out. You're going to break your phone speaker. So,
Anything else out there y'all seen lately? Anything stick out?
Yeah, Black Mirror. It's fucking awesome.
it's everything.
Yeah. Did y'all see the fan-made, I forget the name of it, about the blind Jedi, the fan-made?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
What's it called?
I heard it's fucking amazing,
No,
and I
I
haven't seen it yet.
Heard of it?
What do they call those things?
There's a fan-made an homage film from Star Wars,
right.
and it's about a blind Jedi, and they say it is amazing. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet.
It's good. It ain't fucking amazing.
Oh, really?
But I mean, it's good for somebody on a low budget pulling something like that off. They do some cool effects. The little chick's all right. It's not like the greatest.
There's some
performance.
Star Wars fan films that I've seen that are, I mean,
Yeah, I watched it.
Blows your mind
I'm
how
more of a
good they
nerd
are.
than y'all this week.
I actually, it's weird. I saw a movie that I totally missed when it was out. It was like a year or two old. It's called The Signal. Have you seen this?
No.
No.
It's sort of like an episode of Black Mirror in a way.
Yeah.
And it's really well shot. I mean, it's a beautiful film.
What's it about?
Lawrence Fishburne is in it. The less you know, the better.
It's not Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, right.
No, it's not Forrest Whitaker. It's Lawrence Fishburne, and
Morpheus.
it's just you're sort of like, what the fuck is this movie about?
Signal.
And then at the end, you're like, you know, you might think it's a dumb twist, but it
least
was
it
just
has
so
me.
well
Don't
done.
breathe.
And
How do I find this thing?
I don't know.
I
bet you.
I rented it on iTunes. But
Last movie you told me to watch, like the conspiracy movie. What was it called? Shit, not The Net. It was something.
The Net.
I had to like search hard to get it because I'm like,
oh,
what the
0
fuck?
Days?
Yes.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did. It was hard to find. Like I had to put.
But once you
put in
saw it,
work.
what did you think?
Yeah, I mean it's right on. What the fuck?
What's
is
going on?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
That's me. My bad.
I'm looking
My
at
bad.
Mayday. What are you
I have
doing?
too. I'm like, what is
I didn't know what to
background
do.
sound is that?
That's awesome. You got your own sound effect
Sorry
machine.
about that. Yeah,
That's
no,
okay.
no.
Mayday's a
I'm
little
going
better.
to play that
Something's
for you
going
after the
on.
show.
Compact Lemur.
It's actually a song Davo wrote. Viva La Rosser.
All right. Viva La
Rosser.
Rosa. What are you doing over there? What the fuck am I
Well, it was
supposed
an
to do
accident.
with this?
I didn't mean
No.
to. Actually, it was my
Oh, I
bad.
thought you wanted to play it right now.
No,
or something. I thought you were going to hold the phone to it.
After the show.
Stop it now. Stop it now.
God, he waited for that one.
Well played.
Well, dude, last thing. Richard's coming on next week from the Absence Project. What the fuck are you laughing at?
God.
No, tell me.
It's controversial, man. Every time he comes on, it's controversial.
I know.
Well, he's a controversial kind of guy.
That's what makes it good.
There you go.
Oh, man.
I'm excited.
Did you listen to the review that we
No, I
gave it a
didn't.
video?
No, I didn't. Which
Absence
is kinda-
Project releases a video during the week, and then I didn't really watch it at the time. Then I told Cheese, hey, we ought to review this. I like them, and I'm glad they're around. I think they perform at a high level, so it's like they're relevant. We should watch this video and give it a review. Like, get people to watch it, right?
Okay.
Give it some promo. Well, I watch it, and I got fucking very uncomfortable watching it. Like, I'll be honest, I was uncomfortable watching
I haven't seen it yet, but you told me about it. Yeah, and your feelings toward it. So
Yeah, I don't think I'm being wrong about it.
You're wrong.
I felt uncomfortable. I'm being honest. When I pressed play, I felt uncomfortable. Fuck, that's the truth. So I don't know if he's mad at that. Hopefully he's not mad at me. Hopefully it's Cheese. Cheese said a lot of hurtful things. If you listen back to the last one, Whine and Cheese, you can hear Cheese say hurtful things while
I'm very
I am
pissed
being
about that.
the complete gentleman. You don't believe it? Go watch it yourself. But
What's
I believe it.
wrong with that?
I'm sort of amazed you felt uncomfortable by something.
Well, the song's about.
I want to watch it now. It's
the
got
song.
me intrigued.
I don't know that I do.
That's how we do promotion.
You want me to give you
How
the
you wanna watch
trailer?
it?
You want me to give you the trailer?
Yeah,
real
I
quick?
want the trailer.
Sure. All right. So the video is. I'll break it down. It's two parts.
Break it down. Break it down. What?
One is them playing, like in a white room, like it's just
Okay.
kind of an endless wall, I guess, white, and they're wearing like dress clothes, like they just went to a funeral, but they don't have a
All
whole lot of
white.
money, so you kind of don't get a suit. You just wear like the black shirt and tie
All right.
thing.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They're in that, and they're just rocking out, playing the song in that room. Kind of typical band,
Sure.
right? I mean, you would
Right.
say you've seen that done 1,000 times, so nothing real weird there. Then the other scene is they cut to people holding pictures of loved ones that they lost. And like I know a couple of the people that are in videos. Some of them are just Facebook famous to me, to where I see them enough on Facebook and have interaction, like I kind of know them. And man, it made me uncomfortable. And I guess it's supposed to. It's dealing with a situation that we don't like to think about.
Wait, were
Death
the people
and-
in the pictures?
Yeah, it was
Or-
a person I knew holding a picture of someone they knew that they lost.
Oh.
And they're kind of just standing there. I think they're singing like the song, kind of lip singing the song, but it's Richard singing, so it's them.
Sure.
And I don't know, it just fucked me up. Fucked me up to see it. Like, I felt uncomfortable.
Did you know any of the people in the pictures?
It was so small, I couldn't really
Oh,
tell. And I
alright.
mean, I know those people well enough to know who they lost. So just knowing that, man, fuck, I don't know. I couldn't ask somebody to do that. Does that make sense? Like if I was shooting a video and it dealt with that, I would not have chosen that. Like that's heavy.
That's pretty weird, but
It's like, hey, you want to be in a video? Yeah. All right, we'll find somebody
Well,
that
what do they-
died and bring a picture of them.
and then lip sync the song.
I don't know.
No, that's what happened.
Can
I don't
I
wanna
exploit your personal tragedy to sell my song? Is that sort of
You
why
said
feel
that, not
dirty
me.
about it?
Well, wait. Were these tragedies that happened?
It worked for
the
Runaway Train.
circumstances of how these people died, or is it like a drink and
Or was it
drive
real
thing,
life?
Or
No,
was it
no,
real
that
life?
is it. There's no cut to a reenactment of the death, man.
Jesus, Mayday.
Yeah, you
God
sick
damn, man.
fuck.
I'm saying, like,
What is
it
wrong
like
with
a-
you?
No, is it like?
Yeah. Don't shoot me the bird, pal. Look, believe me, we kick dogs for
was it-
fun. What the fuck?
Was it real?
Speaking of which,
Was it real real pictures, or was it like JCPenney pictures that came with the frame?
it was so small.
Oh,
you kind
y'all,
of could
are y'all
look
fucking?
like a
y'all
collage.
really? I
or
mean,
something.
come on.
What, Allie?
I just feel like
No, I just want to know if it's like a.
You see, though, that's why you make a video like this, and then we can't even talk openly about it. You can't even say whether it's good or not.
Right.
That's
I
why
can't
I
even
think
have
I
an
get
opinion
mad
or
at
a
it.
question. I can't even ask a question without me looking like a bad guy.
Right.
Well, I mean,
Why are you
No,
gonna
why
be
is it a bad guy? If I ask if
y'all
I
are
ask,
like laughing.
No, we're laughing because
sensitive
that's how we
subject
deal
is
with
being
tragedy.
spoken about. So I just didn't. I don't want y'all to seem like you're being disrespectful to
No,
the
not
people
even
that
being.
lost
I'm not being
But how is it-
disrespectful. I was simply asking: is it like what are the circumstances that these people?
Is it a
died
true
under?
They're all
story, or is
different.
it
It's
based
just,
on a true
the whole
story?
thing is
They're true
it's
stories.
People
Like, these are
lost
real
people.
people
They
who
take a
lost real
picture of the
people.
person that they lost, and they stand there
And it
in the
doesn't
video.
matter how they lost them. It's just
Right, it's just
remembering.
people that
remembering
lost
the
people,
person.
yeah, and it's like a
Right, I'm
tribute
not trying to be a
to
dick
those
about it.
people. Right, of course
Only
not.
prostate cancer victims, man. Does that make you feel better?
Jesus
It's
Christ.
for
You know
charity. Like maybe if it was for a
just-
charity,
fucking-
maybe if it was for a charity, like if they all died of cancer and at the end you see the Prevent Cancer logo, I might have felt a lot different.
Why does it matter why they did it?
You know what, Czar? I know why you were uncomfortable now.
Why?
I asked the question. Now I know.
Because death makes me afraid.
It's okay, Mark.
You said it. I didn't.
Yeah.
You have
and Not Real Radio 41. Thank you, Popcorn, Piss, and Vinegar, the PPV guys. Thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
fun.
Thank
Good job,
you.
Allie. Good reviews.
Thanks.
Yes.
Mayday, amazing job as always.
Thank you.
Dude, next week, Richard Allen White and the clincher, Lazy Eye, will also be here.
Yeah,
We're gonna
maybe
talk
he'll
Lazy
explain
Eye.
the video when
come
he's
on,
here.
really?
There you go.
Fuck, I paid Lazy Eye to be here to make sure I don't whoop my ass. You fucking crazy? I ain't stupid. Like, Lazy Eye, I heard about your camera. You want to be a bodyguard?
Before you close out the show,
Too late. It's
and
over.
I'll speak for them real quick. Once you and Allie and Mayday are finished with Black Mirror, why don't y'all come on as guests and we can do that as a topic as a wrap up?
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it'd be pretty
Please.
awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
that
about
will be.
it. I'm about
Cool.
it.
Thank you. We'll have to do that.
Yes, I'm down with it.
Dude, you can check out The Entertainment Nurse. It's all at home on Wine and Cheese on the Dirtiest Players Network on YouTube. Also, check out The Now Show. It's a New Orleans wrestling podcast. They've been having a Wildcat guys on. Go watch that because we're going to make fun of it at certain points, and you might want to know what we're doing. Dude, Magik Saturn Music.com. Check them out. That's our break music. They're about to play if you're listening pre-recorded. If you're listening live, go to fuck to bed. It's late. You got work tomorrow. Hopefully, you're not a fucking degenerate. Tuesday, big election, live show on Wine and Cheese. Check that out.
Squizz 2016. Ball with the paw.
Nice. Good shit.
That's
Y'all have
his
a
new
good week.
slogan. Good night, y'all.
And scene.